The clutch hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to plane. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all?
We in the building, man. Rally Radio, you know how we get down, kid. We are here. We are in the building. We are live. And shout out to Bars and Hoops Radio for the brand new setup. It's beautiful in here.
Factory.
It's beautiful in here. I wish we could
Absolutely.
run a camera over here. We show you.
Yeah, right?
But in the meantime, we are in the building, man. You know how we get down. It's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby, what's going on?
And we are live and direct.
Let's go.
What a day. What a day. What a day.
100%.
Did the weather throw you a little curveball, son?
I mean, the weather, I think the weather was just being weather, man.
Early.
I don't know if it threw me a curveball, though, but
Nah, that was a curveball. They said it was going to do something else, and it did
I
something
mean-
else.
if you ask me, it's like almost warm outside a little bit. It's
Yeah.
like 45 degrees.
Yeah, which is nice.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Sun is actually out.
Right.
It's not looking like, wild gray and blue out there. It's looking good.
Just off G Pizzy. But
Factory. Mhm.
we all here, man. We in the building. I know y'all saw the title. More deaths due to airbags.
Factory.
Are they really safe?
I mean, I feel like your airbags is as safe as you make them, huh?
That's a fact.
Absolutely. Depends what you're using them for. Is you a crash test dummy or you doing the right thing?
No, I don't even think it's that. I think they got to stop selling people them wolf tickets, kid. What's going on, sales? What it is? Everybody tuned in live. Let us know if y'all can hear us clearly and crispy.
I don't know. I think the airbags, man, like if they selling people wolf tickets, man, we buying. We buying, son. We buying at a high rate.
Listen, it is what I'm gonna tell you, man.
Mhm.
I believe the same thing, but
But
you
this is
know
what?
what?
But this is when I ask. You think they really do the test? Like when they develop that first one, right?
I think so.
Do you think they wait years and years with that same first one to see what it do, or they like, you know what? It's been 2 weeks.
I don't think they go
good.
that far.
You don't think they go that?
No, I
far?
don't. I mean, I think that they do things to speed up time. Like they may heat up a room and cool a room off, like to make it look like it's time passing.
Trying
But,
to simulate it.
yeah, but other than that, I mean, they got to wait 20 years to release something. I mean,
No, I mean, I would just keep that one and work on that one.
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Just work on that one. Like, I know it's been 3 weeks. They seem to be all right, but let's keep our eye on this one, though.
True.
So we can, you know what I'm saying? So we can see what happens later on. I don't know. It's just a thought.
Yeah, they don't care.
You know what I'm saying? But
I don't think they care that much here.
Nah, I don't think so. Because I have learned that we could put out stuff that we know is no good
Right.
and still don't care. So it makes sense.
This is a fact.
It makes complete sense, man. I don't see why they would care too much about it, right? Because it's all about the dollar, right?
This is a fact. This is a fact.
Well,
But
if you get hurt in the process, we'll think about it later.
if you get hurt,
Kind of thing, right?
we'll fix it. What can you do?
Factory.
What can you do? In the meantime, y'all know what it is. The bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby.
Shout to our engineer over there,
Mhm.
BP.
Let's go.
Shout to the engineer. Shout to the engineer. You know what I'm
Factory,
saying?
factory.
We in the building, man. Oh man, we got all of our things running around here crazy.
Mhm.
But we in the building, man. Like I said, man, shout to everybody that's tuning in. We see the numbers popping up early. We appreciate y'all. I know it's Saturday on the noon, and everybody be like, yo, I can't get up that early. Stop it. We know you
Oh,
can. Shout to
man.
those that's tuned in Facebook land,
Mhm.
YouTube land. That's a great. Everybody said they hear us loud and clear.
That's
Let's
good.
go.
That's good.
We are in the building. You know what it is. Shout to everybody. So I want to talk about a little something before we jump into
Okay.
the show today. I got a call the other day,
Yeah.
right? And it shocked me because it was like,
wait a minute. That means that this is definitely something we may have to address.
Oh snap! Really?
Yo, there really are EV lovers out there.
He said I got a call the other day.
And I was like, yo, some people out there really loving EVs.
I don't believe you.
And not even that. It's like, you know what? I just think that they don't have no problem with them. And my thing is, you know what? If that's the case, we want them to come up here and plead their case. What's good? Shout out to everybody. What's rolling? Yeah, he hears loud and clear. I want to hear them come up here and plead their case. Shout out to everybody that's listening, paying attention. I know y'all see us. We in the building. It's the bearded one. I thought about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Word.
I mean, I gotta ask, like, during this call, like, what are they saying about it? That's like,
no, it's not.
That
It wasn't them.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't them, but they said people are talking like, yo, you know what? There's people out here who rock with the EV. Oh, let's go back from Jamaica. We see you, bro. How you brought back some sand and some water, kid?
It's a fact.
Use both. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
you know, it was interesting. I was just like, wow, you know what? So that's a really, you know, brought up also what we're gonna be talking about today.
I hear that, man. You know, that's one thing. Like we always say here on the show is like, EVs, they deserve their own lane.
They just don't need to be over here with us.
Yeah, that's about it. Like, listen, like we truly don't have a problem with them, but the problem is when you're trying to like intertwine them with everything else.
Right.
I think that's what the issue comes down to. Like,
that's a fact.
Yo, stay over there, be an EV over there. It's cool.
And do you, kid.
That's it.
Ain't nobody in your way.
Nah, that's it. Son.
Yeah,
when you trying to force and make it like this is the way of life.
Facts. Shout out to my guy Dave. What's popping? I see everybody tuned in. If you tuned in, just drop a like for us real quick. We're trying to get up into that algorithm now. We're trying to make sure that we out there. But if you can, just drop a like, please.
Always.
So I would say this: Draco,
let's go.
My guy Drake goes back. I'll say this: when it comes down to EVs, it's not that we hate them.
Nah. I don't think it's a hate thing.
Shout out to my guy Dave on the check, and we see you. We don't, but my thing is, they, like you said, they don't have a place where they trying to put them.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they don't. They trying to put them everywhere. It's like, oh no, they just belong in every part of this thing. That's not the fact.
And I think that's the problem. That's the problem.
They know that.
My guy, let's go. We on the other side. Shout to my guy Jay.
Let's go,
Jason. I don't know if he tuned in. I hope he is.
But
if he is, man, shout to him. He made a successful transfer to LA.
Damn.
I don't know, kid, palm trees and all that. But you know,
he out there with the ISF nonetheless. Let's go. Let's go. That's fire.
Early drama with the LDR who thinks she holds the cards. Oh boy. What's going on over there? We got to be careful out here, y'all. We don't want no dramas. It's holiday season.
Yeah, right. You would think so.
Yeah, man. We don't want no drama. You know how we get. Sometimes when people want to bring it to us, it is what it is. But that's what I said with the EVs, man. I just was like, they was like, yo, they hear y'all, and they saying that, you know, that they reliable.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, so then come preach your case.
That's a fact. You know, nothing I was thinking about. Remember when the Prius dropped?
Yes.
They was not pushing that everywhere. Unless I'm bugging.
Nah, they wasn't. They tried to.
They did?
They tried to, but it wasn't popping. Yo, what's going on, Smitty? That's my guy right there. Smitty, what it is? Good morning, man. What's popping?
And I think that's the route they should have stuck with, was the hybrid. Like, the hybrid was like, all right, cool. The hybrid could play a part.
And you know what? I'm not against the hybrid. That was yours.
No, I'm not against it neither. You know why? Because they still was rocking combustion engines on the side.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And putting out mad power. I don't know. It's just.
I just feel like they be going hard, man. So now it's like they pitting us against each other.
Yeah.
Like, I can't front. I don't want to see an EV. I really don't want to see them like racing. I don't think that's what their lane is.
I don't even want to see them at a car meet. Have an EV call me.
He said, as long as they got videos of E-buses blowing their tops, I'm good. Lord. And we have seen that. We have seen that.
Man, these things, like the beta one saying, man, y'all feel so strongly about it, just come plead your case a little bit, son. Because I just want to know. I just want to know why people feel like they belong in everything.
That's because they're trying to, and see, that's my problem. That's because they're trying to replace what we have already. You know? And they trying to, what kills me, right? Is that they trying to pass it over. Like, nah, B, that's not what we want.
Not at all.
And but they still trying. They still trying. They be like, oh, well, you know what? Why don't we just Look at this EV's performance. It has this much horse. That's not horsepower with a motor. Let's stop that. That's the number one lie.
They could do all kind of conversions to it, but whatever with that, because I think people are failing to realize like it's more than just about horsepower.
Right.
It's more than that.
Right.
I would think so. It's more than that. You know what I'm saying? And I think people just confused. I think they, again, my thing is I think people just like, oh, it's new, it's hot. Or they think it's hot.
Right.
I think it's new. Like I think that's what it really comes down to.
Right.
Give it some time, son.
I'm telling you.
Sometimes it's gonna blow over. I feel like it's gonna blow. People gonna let this whatever. They're gonna keep seeing, because like we said before, if this would have came out the time a combustion engine came out, son.
Right. Scamdemic environmental edition. That gotta be my guy, Jay. Shout to everybody listening, paying attention. That gotta be my guy, man. Yo, he said environment. He said scamdemic environmental edition.
Factory, son, because it's ridiculous, B. It's ridiculous. And if it's so good, why is it over a long term? That's when it starts showing us its, I guess, positive effects.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know. But in the meantime, you know what I said?
What's that?
They was like, yo, can there be peace with EVs?
I know there is much we can learn from each other if we can negotiate a truce.
Truce?
We can find a way to coexist.
Coexist?
What?
Can there be a peace between us?
That's how we feel. I'm sorry.
That's a fact. Let's go.
Keep it a buck. No, there can't be no
Let's
peace.
Go. Rally radio, baby.
Either you got a motor or you don't.
That's it.
Ain't nothing we can do about that, man. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to get too loud with everybody. I ain't mean to shake nobody, man. Yo,
that's a fact, though, son.
You know what? And you can hear everybody talking, but you can shout the sales. That's what I'm talking about. He said, can you picture going to an EV race Formula One downtown Manhattan and you can hear everybody talking and you can't hear the cars?
Son.
That's what I'm talking about.
But think about it, though. Look what they're gonna do. First of all, we got Bull over here trying to create a speaker, a new speaker for the Mach-E. So they can put speakers on these things.
They putting speakers on them, son.
So they can put speakers on them.
They said, yo, let's put a speaker on it. Yo, you know what yo, son.
About to talk about that Banshee.
That angers me.
Yo, so they like, yo, you know what? We're gonna amplify the noise with a speaker.
Yo.
And it's gonna, first off, that Banshee thing, they said it sounds as loud as a Hellcat because they put a speaker on it.
It's louder. You know, the decibels is like one.
Yeah, something crazy.
It's over that decibel limit. And but the only thing I can say is this. When I heard it, it reminded me of a movie that I saw when I was younger called The Wraith.
Yeah.
It reminds me of The Wraith because in The Wraith, it sounded the same way when he pulled up and he didn't get out, he just was looking. And these dudes knew what it was. They wanted to race. All you hear is them pull up. Yeah, remember that. Remember they said, yo, pop your hood. They popped the hood. He got lightning bolts and stuff shooting around in there, man. They was telling us then. Something to think about, y'all. Something to really think about. But in the meantime, look at this. Oh, let's go. I love it. This is why I love our listeners, man. The government as well as these startup companies are going about the EV game all wrong. They should have started with the commercial sector first. It would have been a lot easier to monitor and maintain an EV. Y'all glad I ain't got no clap buttons here, man. We got to install some clap buttons. But in the meantime,
let's go.
That was tremendous. He's right. It's no longer Ford versus Ferrari, V8s and V6s. It's all of us versus these EV mother lovers. See, I love it. Because at the end of the day, that you know what that tells me? That everybody listen, you don't got to be a car guy or the guy to understand. Yeah, man, shout to Bars and Hoops Radio. Nice chairs. They look comfortable. I can't front. They definitely fit the ambiance of what we doing here because they definitely look like race car seats.
Factory.
You know what I'm saying? You all right over there, kid? Look, EVs choking them up over there, kid. Look, they setting it on them. Appreciate that, Marlon, resident Toyota guy. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. I'm going to tell you, man, when a Conquest comes up the parking garage, you know that's what it is. Early. That's what I'm saying, man. You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
You all right? That's what I'm saying, man. At the end of the day, they can say what they want, but it doesn't mean that we got to buy it.
Not at all.
And that's what they banking on. They banking on you going out there and buying it.
100%.
Nah, I'm good. Appreciate you, homie. Now I'm Gucci. Right or wrong?
Nah, you're right about that. But like you said, they trying to make a case for it, though.
Nah, you can't make a case for garbage unless it's recycling.
He's right.
You can't make a case for trash. But that's where we at, man. That's where we at. SI got a head cushion. Yeah, like
That's a fact.
I can't front, kid. Is actually comfortable. It's actually comfortable. I like these shit. Shout out to Bars and Hoops for always stepping up the game here. It looks nice in here. It's real. Every time you turn back, it's something different. Don't forget that you could tune into Bars and Hoops Radio not only for our show, but we have a lot of different shows. Whatever floats your boat, we got a lot of different things going on here. Just make sure that we preach that out right there. But with that being said, we're going to jump right in. You got any shout outs you want to give, kid?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us thus far. We appreciate that 100%.
Peace.
You know it's getting a little chilly out there.
No, peace. What else you got?
So the project calls is about to go up.
Early.
We're working on them.
Yes.
The daily's about to get some work. Keep doing it. And keep it cool, oh, y'all. That's a fact. You know what? Another thing. Share, like, and subscribe. Tell your cousin and tell their cousins,
That's
friends.
a fact.
All that.
That's
Little nephews and nieces.
And drop
You know
those likes if you can, man. If you listening and you
100%,
watching, just
100%.
drop a like. It helps us out. Just drop a like, drop a like, drop a like. What I've been figuring is this algorithm, baby. It's all we need. They don't want us to break into it, and we're going to leave it up to the people that's rocking with us to help us break into it. Just drop a like if you can on that Facebook screen or that YouTube screen, whatever you got. Look at this. We need y'all. We need to get y'all a 3-screen cockpit set up with that actuation like T-Pain. I can't front. I can't front. T-Pain joint is crazy. So it look like sales is just jumping into the building. Yo, first off, right? Shout to my guy Sales.
Let's go.
It's True Racer. So he went out and picked up Turismo 7.
Let's go.
So and he probably call up and talk about it a little later. And he's gonna get everything he need because we really about to set it off. We about to have like a real battle of the champions.
I hope so, man, because I've been testing and tuning, getting ready.
This guy, man,
it's
I can't front.
You know what I'm saying?
The times that you set on there has been hard for me to beat.
I'm telling you, son. I'm telling you, kid.
But there's a couple of them on Molly Watt by
Yeah.
Too. You know what I mean?
It's a fact. That's a fact. But it's all right, man. Let me know who's ready. Like I said, drop the PSNs in the group whenever y'all feel it's necessary. We ready?
Yes.
Always.
He said we ready always. Let's go. With that being said, I wanted to give a shout out. To our ride music today. We got somebody submitted ride music.
Oh, let's go.
Tremendous. Her name is Akila Brock. So that ride music segment is going to be brought to you by Akila Brock today. The song is called Audi in My Audi. So I was like, okay, no doubt.
All right.
I like where that's going. You know what I'm saying? And I also wanted to give a shout out to my guy. Yo, what's up, Smitty? He said, yo, I'm doing the LS swap on a van in the summer early. Now, first off, my man Smitty's a real motorhead on the low.
What?
Yeah, he's the kind of guy, right, that I have an all-wheel drive 3500 Chevy Express van. You're like, yo, where'd you get that? Oh, I found the axle and I put it on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, telling you, kid, that's the guy that's Smitty. Out late night.
Let's go.
Under the hood doing something. So shout to Smitty. He's already out here. He said, y'all gonna have me go cop the PS5. Yo, it's time, son. If you don't got, it's time. I think you could rock with us with a PS4 too, though.
Factory.
You don't need to get just the PS5. You get the PS4, you could rock with us too.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And because I think it's all still part of the same server.
It is.
So that's gonna be interesting. Like I said, I wanted to give a shout out to Akila Brock. We're gonna be playing our music a little later. I wanted to shout out everybody that's listening, paying attention, and I definitely wanted to shout out to my guy Eric Till Blunt. He will be having a toy drive tomorrow, and Rally Radio will be in the building. We're gonna be in the building for that. I like to support those who support us. You feel what I'm saying? So if y'all got anything going on, don't forget y'all could drop that in the comments too. Y'all got any flyers? No, my man Smitty, he definitely DJs. He's great at doing the house DJ thing.
Smooth.
You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, man, if you ain't got no shout outs, I ain't got no shout outs.
I'm good, baby.
Here we go. Now, they tuned in last week. What you got for them, kid? How that recap look?
Yo, if y'all tuned in last week or so happened to forget, shame on you. Try not to make that too much of a habit. You know what I'm saying? But for this recap, though, how about the Tesla owner say he faces road discrimination?
Ooh, say it again.
It's hilarious. Tesla owners face road rage discrimination.
Oh, they get cursed out? Why are you driving that?
Yo, so they say they really they take a lot of heat from pickup truck drivers.
That's because they can't create heat in their own cars. Oh, I did it. Bang, bang. If you look, I'm telling you, if you're an EV, you're gonna have to call up to defend yourself. That's it.
I'm telling you, man, because I feel like one of the reasons is because every time I see a person in like a Tesla or something like that,
right,
the last thing they're doing is focusing on the road.
The
last thing they do. I'm telling you, I done seen people doing makeup. Yo, you gonna lie? I seen somebody sleeping one time, huh?
Really?
Full sleep, with the eye patches on, with the eye cover.
And that's what I'm saying. And we supposed to buy into this? I seen it. Yo, you laughing,
I was wild,
right?
shook at ass. I was like, nah, I gotta get away from this, huh?
I saw a guy, him and his homeboy, the car was driving him to work. The alarm went off. He woke him up. Like, yo, it's time to go to work. Yo, son, come on. That's what's happening. People, listen. If you wanna be like that, take the train.
Nah, for real though.
Take the bus. But this wheeling thing ain't for you. Continue on, man. You already know how I get.
Nah, that bothers me too. Like, what's going on? Like that's really interesting to me. I ain't gonna front, son. That joint is crazy right there. Another one from last week though. Tennessee considers tripling the fee for EV ownership. Let's go.
I love it.
Reason being because they getting away from what's that gas tax?
Yeah,
I'm saying that right?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're getting away from all other kind of fees that us real motorists we gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? So why not?
Yo,
why not triple it? What's going on?
I don't know. I'll be loving the comments. And shout out to the snowbirds on their back in the driveway on some sorry ass cardboard. Yo, son, and those are the true builders, yo.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. Continue on.
Nah, that's real though. That's definitely real right there. So yeah, they should triple them those fees for those EV owners though, man. I ain't gonna hold you, kid. I think that's a good thing to do.
Why not?
Even it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're 100% right. I think that
because what are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Initially, they taking away from power from the grid and all that good stuff. You
right. You're taking away power from the grid, so the grid got to be upgraded because of you.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You're not paying nothing for the road tax because you're not paying towards any kind of fixing of anything.
Nope.
So now they do need you. Listen, you need to pay your fair share. I think we heard that somewhere before. You need to pay your fair share.
Exactly,
pay your fair.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you got an EV, call up and defend yourself.
Please do, because I really just want to know
what's the draw.
Yeah, like how they really feel about it, like getting in there every day or whenever they decide to get behind the, I don't know, what is it, keyboard? How they operate those things with the keyboard and the mouse? I really want to know. Know. Another good one. So this person just bought a Tesla. It's like 5 days old, and it warned him to pull over before it shuts down and traps him inside.
I love it.
What kills me the most, it has a quick release lever on the door.
The only time I seen the quick release is on what was that? Top Gun?
Yeah, so the quick for the to release the glass what do they call those? The cockpit joints over your head and all that.
The cover. I think that's amazing.
Son, that's hilarious. But it's 5 days old. It's brand new.
It's brand new. And then he had to get it towed up out of there. And we talked about the Ford F-150 Lightning that got jammed up. The canopy. Shout to Sale. He said that's called the canopy.
Good looking Sales, the canopy, son.
He got jammed up. He couldn't do nothing with the truck. What happened was it was the charge to freedom or whatever.
Yeah.
Took his freedom. It actually stopped charging. It died, and he couldn't even put the car
in neutral, nothing.
Or nothing to move it in tow mode because they don't have a neutral. From what I understand, I don't even know if these things have gears. Do they go from drive to? You know what?
Interesting. So I ain't gonna front.
Somebody got to call up and answer that.
Please, y'all gotta defend these EVs, man. Because I need to know. What possibly like? What did you pass to get to that? I just need to know.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been nothing good. Couldn't have been something.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been. They probably wrote you a crazy good deal on that. Like, you know what, man? If you come and get this, you're gonna be cool when you pull up to the block to your job. They're gonna think you're the person now. You're the CEO.
You remember Revenge of the Nerds? They said nerds. He's like, yo, he said they talking to us. Yeah, they talking to you.
Yo,
but
the Revenge of the Nerds.
He was like, nerds.
That's a fact.
He said they talking to us.
Son,
yeah,
that's real, kid. I ain't confirmed, man. That's real right there. Another good one from last week. Escalating Camaro. are the next umbrella for the GM brands. This is ridiculous. Huh?
Yeah.
How they don't decide to go back in the archives and bring certain brands back?
It's a fact, bro. It's a fact.
They're doing good with keeping this underneath one thing.
Right?
They shouldn't separate it. Bro.
Telling you. But this is how they play. But with that being said, if you got any more recap?
Nah, that's it right there, man.
We jumping into the real show, y'all. Y'all ready to get it in?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Weekly facts. Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
All right, y'all know how we get down. This Rally Radio, we get to the serious business out here. It looks like the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has officially had another death due to these
Takata
airbags. Now, we talked about the Takata airbags earlier. I don't know if y'all remember. We talked about them in different episodes. We talked about how Dodge didn't want you driving the Dodge Magnum, Charger, Challenger for any of those years because they said that these cars still have those airbags, and if you didn't change it, they don't want you driving it. So it looks like now it's now breached over to the Honda. Now this is we already knew because it's Takata that Honda actually dealt with them because they dealt with them on a couple other occasions for other things. What drives me crazy about it is that Takata also makes race harnesses.
They do.
So that's actually scary to me that they're making race harnesses and all kind of other safety features, and they didn't take this into consideration. But
the green is nice.
Oh, you heard the repeat on that laugh right there. But at the end of the day, the airbags, now the airbag in question was from a 2002 Honda Accord. That's very interesting. It was a 2002 Honda Accord. According to Honda, they reached out to this owner over 300 times in different ways, whether it was mail, whether it was email, and also phone calls. They reached out to have these airbags changed. So while we was talking about this, we got a question from one of our listeners. Shout to Jessica Grandy.
Let's go.
She asked me, are they liable because this is something that they built? I'm like, no.
No.
They put out a full recall.
Mm-hmm.
They even tried to contact every owner of these cars that they can. If you don't respond, it doesn't mean y'all gonna just crash it up and then hit them with a lawsuit.
No. All they need to do is have some type of record of them trying to reach out in this game. After that, it falls on you after that.
Right.
That's why it's like very important if you want to run around with these type of vehicles and you get these letters in there. We know when it comes to the mail time, you may be a little nervous to dig into your mail because you got bills and whatnot.
Right.
But it may just save your life. You know what I'm saying? So don't be nervous. Go to the mailbox.
Right.
Make a game out of it. See if you got money in there. Who knows?
Right.
Let's go. But you gotta check for this stuff. It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing, kid. People are peeling out behind these airbags going off. It's not a game. Y'all need to go check it out.
Right? It's not a game. But I will say this, man. When it comes down to airbags, now at the end of the day, we got to remember one thing. That these airbags been around for a long time, right?
Super long time.
When was the first airbag? I think it was Mercedes-Benz. There was the first ones that was really, or Volvo, to be really rocking airbags.
Nah, it was Mercedes, and they started with the one. No, yeah, it was Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
They started with it.
Yes,
they started with that.
And now you see, that they taking the airbags out of those old Benzes and making clothes out of it.
Yeah.
and you tell, I don't understand the people, but at the same time, it's like now you look at it, it's like, are these really safe? I mean, is there another way to keep yourself safe inside the car and have somebody come out with nothing new? I mean, we sitting here, we talking about EV and electric driving cars, we putting in technology from 1985. I mean, I'm saying, you want to change something, right?
But this is what I be talking about. It's like, all right, why move so fast when we still ain't even perfect this?
Thank you.
I'm a firm believer that certain things in life can actually be perfected, son.
Thank you.
I don't need to die by this thing going off. It's actually doing the opposite of what it's supposed to do. Come on, son. But the problem is we worried about the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
We worry about the wrong stuff, but they don't care, son.
Right.
They don't care, B.
Right.
I'm telling you, kid, they knew a long time ago that one airbag that they kept.
They knew that.
when it blew up, they was like, yo, this ain't good.
They knew that.
But they probably was thinking, yo, by the off chance, maybe the rest of them is not like this. Nah, fam, they all
like this. So now we got a Honda, and mind you, we got about how many deaths with this thing, man?
First off, already in 2022, they talking about 4
Oh.
confirmed fatalities behind it.
And here's the thing: these things happened already.
Yeah.
So they're going back into these cases, and they're like, "Yo, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
This person died because of the airbag."
And that's the thing. How many? First off, remember when we first talked about it? They were talking about over 3 million cars.
Mm-hmm.
What? With these airbags?
Right. So shout the Marlon resident Toyota guy. He said the first airbag was created by Volvo and they didn't patent it, so the other car manufacturers can copy it in the name of safety. Now, here's the thing with that: Volvo has been coming out with safety features for a long time for free.
Yeah,
we talked about that. They was dropping their cars from 100 feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And whatever breaks or whatever that they seen, they was giving it to the EMTs and all of the emergency response vehicles so that they could be able to get people out of their cars.
Yep.
Volvo, I can't front, I can't knock them. I just feel like, you know what? This is old technology. It's like, you know what? People, if people are dying, and now we're gonna go to the other side. And I love going to the other side.
Let's go.
Because this is what happens here. Now, I like to talk about the other stuff that people are not talking about. And I feel like this is a perfect reason to tell people that you can't have the car you have.
Of course.
And you have to buy an EV.
Of course.
Oh, man, we don't know what cars have what Takata airbags. Too many people are dying. If you own this car that's this year, you have to get rid of it.
Damn.
And matter of fact, we're going to do another Cash for Clunkers. We're going to call it airbags for air tags.
Ooh.
Bring your car in with the bad airbags. We're going to give you an EV with an air tag on it. Yo.
That's a fact, huh?
We can act like they don't do things like this.
Yeah, we can act like all we want, but they actually do.
But if you think for a minute that they're like, you know what? We could use this. We could use this
100%.
in our favor.
100%.
Older cars, because remember, they want us all to turn EV. And what was the main thing that Booty Cake said on top of all of these other things that he wants to change? He said older cars are a danger to the people who own them and the public.
Yep, fact.
And if it's easy, you know what makes it easy to get rid of an older car? If they can really pinpoint, you know what? All of these cars, we don't know what Takata put their airbags in. So we should just get rid of them all. Does that shock you?
Not at all, man. Sounds right up their alley to me.
Sounds right up their alley.
Son.
Don't forget.
Drop the clutch and hit the gas.
You heard it here first.
You know what's amazing about that is they know exactly which vehicles got these Takata airbags. Huh? They got records.
They got records.
So they know.
They don't listen.
They're gonna go back to them like, yo, y'all, which give us all the vehicles with these airbags in it.
They're gonna be like this. Good. It's this brand and this brand and this brand and this brand. Good.
Exactly. They're gonna do that. They're gonna start sending out threatening letters or what have you.
Or they be
commercials.
Like, you know what? Bring it in for inspection.
Fact.
And then when you bring it in for inspection, they're like, yo, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got this, and on here. You can't have none of this on.
And
mind
you, they're gonna pay the people that's doing the inspections. Like, yo, we need y'all to do. I'm telling you, man, they slimy. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly, son.
Listen, we out here, we preaching. Hopefully they don't shut us off. We got a new camera. We got a new.
I'm telling you,
we got a new computer. We ain't gonna. If you see us blink out now, you already know they got a wind of us and they shut us down.
That's a fact.
But it's definitely interesting, man. I'm telling you, we could say, listen, they can say what they want to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you think they won't use this to their advantage,
don't worry, they're gonna get to it, son. Let more of these things keep popping up. People dying behind these. What?
To tell you the truth, that's what they hoping for.
Yeah, honestly.
Interesting to say the least.
I'm saying, what's more important than making people scared? When people get scared, now what?
They do whatever. They be scared. Yo,
you become desperate. What do you do?
That's a fact.
Damn.
That's a fact.
That's
a fact.
Telling you.
That's a fact. So with that being said, man, I'm telling you, got to check into that. Don't forget, if you own a 2002 and up Honda Accord, 2002 to 2011, we're going to need y'all to definitely call Honda or even go check it out on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's website.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw your VIN number in there and see what the word is.
Throw your VIN number in there. Make sure that your car is not part of this recall. And if it is, go get it done.
100%.
Go get it done. Don't waste your time. It could be a small fender bender.
Fact. It could be nothing.
And
just go off.
You can just be sitting there and it goes off.
You got a shard in your neck.
Early, or in your face, in your eye.
Damn,
Got to be careful with this stuff out here, man. It's definitely scary to hear. But
damn,
you know what else is scary to hear out here, man? It looks like Subaru has a recall.
Oh, man, son.
And this recall is crazy. According to Reuters, Subaru on Tuesday said it was recalling 271,000 2019 through 2022 model year Ascent sport utility vehicles due to increased fire risk and urge owners to park their vehicles outside until repairs are completed.
So they're acting like Hyundai and Kia right now, son. Park
Crazy.
it outside.
Park it outside. The Japanese automaker said owners should park away from structures and avoid leaving vehicles unattended while the engine is running.
Yo.
Subaru said a wiring connection may have a production-related defect that can cause a fire while the heater is in operation. There have been 2 fires, but no injuries or crashes have been reported. Subaru dealers will replace heater ground bolts and, if needed, replace the ground wire and the connector holder. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said until the recall is completed, owners should park vehicles outdoors. If an owner notices or smells smoke coming from the dash or driver's footwell area, they should immediately stop the vehicle and turn the ignition off. What is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, right? If we still out here having trouble with this, why we think we ready for EVs?
Why we think we ready? I gotta stop the music. Why do you think we ready? Like, I mean,
son.
So now I'm supposed to take an electric car for you?
And that's what I mean. Like we're not paying attention, son. We're not paying attention.
Nah.
Like I feel like, you know, how do you say it? People put the horse before the carriage, or the carriage before the horse?
Right. I feel like they're doing that.
This is exactly what's going on. Like, we're not ready for certain things.
No, we're not.
We can't even get this together correctly. So you supposed to make me believe that this electrical death trap is gonna be a better way.
Yo, shout to Draco, because he said it happened to him. He said Kia. He said it happened to him. You remember when Draco had that? He said it burnt up right there at Best Buy. Yeah. I ain't want to put it out there until you put it out there, kid. But at the end of the day, you got to look at that and say, yo, if you can't even build this, why do I want an EV off you? But again,
I'm actually a little bit disappointed at Subaru because they don't even make a lot of cars.
And not only that, Subaru is known for safety. That's a shock to me.
That's why I'm like, hold on, wait. When I read this, I'm like, hold on, Kia. I'm like, yo, Subaru's out here acting like Kia and Honda. Like, they taking notes.
Change, you filthy animal.
You can have that.
Maybe that's why they stop with the STR, right? They're like, yo, hold on, son. This is about to spin out. This is about to be no good. But this is actually alarming. So,
but this is stuff we need to know.
Nah, it is, man. If you guys out there got those Accent Sports 2022 sport utility joints, take them in.
Facts.
See what's going on, because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Last thing you know, you want to be out somewhere, and next thing you know, your thing is on fire. You don't want that, man.
Boy, he said the thing is on fire. It's a family show. Oh, boy. But be careful out there, y'all. But
that's a fact.
With that being said, man, it's crazy. This next one we got right here. Now, I know everybody done seen Gone in 60 Seconds. Right?
I hope so.
I will hope. If you're a car person, you sitting here, you listening to our show, I would like to believe that you saw Gone in 60 Seconds.
Well, if you like music, you know what I'm saying? That joint sounded like a pure symphony, huh? If you like music, I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
So,
I'm telling you, sound like clarinets, all type of trumpets.
All type of trumpets and
trombones.
Boss. When I listen to no trombone. We don't do that, son. What was that?
I'm just saying, man. Bass guitar, all
bass
that.
guitar.
I'm just saying.
But with that being said, it's Eleanor, the main character of the car movie, and we all know who Eleanor is. If you didn't, we're gonna tell you. She was a Shelby GT 500 at the end, and Nicolas Cage drove around LA and drove around LAPD till they couldn't catch him anymore.
But wait, though, this joint was a replica, though.
It was, of course, when they used the movies, they never used the real cars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But they ended up building one for the show. Now here's for the movie.
Yeah.
Now here's where it gets crazy. So it looks like there was a legal battle over the Shelby GT 500 Mustang. The owner or the guy who built it, his surviving spouse, claimed that her late husband's films effectively created a standalone, copyrightable character known as Eleanor that others had illegally copied. So she was suing. She said, you know what? If you running around here with an Eleanor, my husband created that, and that's his brand. Wow. So forget the fact that it was built on a Ford Mustang that happened to be a Shelby. Those are two brands on all its own, right or wrong.
Factory, 100%.
But now he made a car, a color, put a couple things on it, he modified it, and now all of a sudden it's his brand. That's amazing how people just be trying to find their ways out of things. But as reported by Business Wire, Miss Haliki felt that the films her husband had shot with cars named Eleanor had created a character that only she had the legal rights to, claiming that this meant that the Shelby Trust and other companies could not build, sell, or auction Mustang Shelby GT500s in the Eleanor colors or Geist, meaning the way that it looks. To gain an understanding of why she feels that way, they wanted to provide a quick history lesson. Well, to get into it, it was produced in 1974, the original Gone in 60 Seconds, right? And then this one was the remake in 2000. We all know that, right? We all know that the 1967 Shelby GT500 painted gray and black stripe was the most wanted car on there.
It was crazy,
right? She claimed that all these different vehicles known as Eleanor constituted a single copyrightable character that she owned. And this alleged copyright ownership supposedly mean she had the power to prohibit Shelby Trust from making other cars like this. Well, you want to hear the good news or the bad news first?
Give me the bad news.
The bad news is she's going to be sitting somewhere mad for a long time. Because the courts have officially said that she cannot do that.
Yeah, it's not because that don't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. That's greedy almost. Like, so that's like saying once you build a car and paint a car, you name it, nobody could never build anything that looks remotely close to that.
Damn.
Come
That's
on,
what
man.
huh?
You think your husband would have wanted that?
Of course not.
And that's where it leads me wrong. Like, you think if you build a car, the first thing you're gonna want to see, how they say, you want to see replicas. You want to see people try to.
Yeah.
You think he wouldn't have wanted that? And she's like, yo, I got to get my money off that.
Factory.
Wow.
She want PCO for everything.
She want PC. See me tucking your chain.
That's a fact.
She wants you to tuck that chain in. But it looks like the laws have stepped in and they will not allow her to do this. She can't do that.
Nah, she's out of pocket for that, though.
Yep.
All the way. Damn,
yep.
Son.
She has absolutely, it says, we can finally tell all of our important licensees and Shelby GT500 owners that Miss Halicki has absolutely no right to complain about or file a lawsuit based upon the looks of any car licensed by the Shelby Trust, who oversaw the whole thing. This is exactly why we had to go to the extreme time and expense of pursuing our claims against Miss Halicki in court. The true value of all Shelby GT500 is now secure with this news. Damn. What's your thoughts on that, man?
First off, it's a beautiful car.
Can we say that again?
Son, it's a beautiful car.
Because if I could buy that whole car, I would.
That's a fact. You know, another thing I'm thinking about, how much time she has to be like to see people who may have a car that look like this and sit there and bother them about it.
Man, she wasn't. Listen, lawyers and copyright is a very important thing, man. It's a very important. Copyright. They could do that from the computer. They don't even need to really be there.
Oh, sure.
Listen, cease and desist are 3 strong words. Oh, we getting a call. What we got here? Oh man. Rally Radio, who we got in the box? Can you hear us? Oh, hold on, don't hang up. Hold up. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Ah, yes, we can hear you too. What's good?
It was good. It was good. Hey, what up, man?
Yo, Phil, what it is, kid?
What it is. I'm just calling to shed a little bit extra light, shine an extra light on this whole Eleanor situation.
Let's go.
Wicked Woman. The original Eleanor that was built for the Gone in 60 Seconds movie that came out in the late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
The early 70s Mustang, the 1971 Mustang Mach 1.
Yes.
And it was yellow and black.
Right.
So it had absolutely no semblance, no resemblance to the popularized Eleanor character, the movie that came out in 2000, which would be the gray and black stripes 67 model Shelby GT500.
Okay.
Yes.
What she is saying is, as you said, she's saying that because the name Eleanor was used, that any Mustang or any vehicle that's built in the likeness of any movie named Eleanor is, as you said, it constitutes a copyrightable character because, yo, it's just crazy to me. She sends cease and desist letters to the YouTube channel. B is for Build was doing one. And they were putting a 60s Mustang body onto a newer Mustang frame and trying to make a new body version of it. Said cease and desist letters to those guys.
Yes.
The car was almost finished. And they had to stop. I'm not sure what they did with the vehicle because I saw a video of it. It was on a tow truck going away, so I don't know what happened.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
And what it is it's absolutely ridiculous. Because it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's like, yo, you didn't do anything. First of all, it was your husband that did it.
Fact.
Her husband built the original car. Her husband built the original car, which again was a completely different model Mustang.
Right.
It wasn't even. It had the 71 Mustang and 67 Mustang don't look anything alike.
Right.
At all.
She probably didn't even realize that though.
But I don't even think she even cared about that.
Nah,
I think this was just her, like, you want my honest opinion here? I feel like she was just being selfish.
Greed.
And I think it was even past greed, because how much money was she really getting? Did she get any money for this? For going cease and desist?
I doubt it.
This is what I'm saying.
Maybe they paid him for the move. What I think happened is when I think it was Universal that did it. Whoever made the Gone in 60 Seconds 2000 made the movie in 2000. What they did was they probably cut her a check just to, you know what I'm saying, cover all their bases. Because, you know, the movie, they're not trying to hear anything coming up after the fact. So they probably cut her a check to cover all their bases so they could make the movie without any kind of hang-ups later on.
Right.
Legal hang-ups. And just put the battery in her back.
Right.
They're like, she's like, yo, if the movie company's paying me to use it, then everybody should pay me to use it.
Such greed.
And that's not the case.
Such greed.
That's literally greed.
Damn. It's greed. She should be and my thing is, you know what? If your husband created it and then it went out to the masses, why wouldn't you want that? Your husband's memory is solidified because of what he built. How many people want that?
Exactly.
Obviously not her.
Yeah, what if she just wanted to reside with her though?
Huh?
What if she just wanted to stay with her?
There's no such thing. When you create a work of art, you can't just keep it bottled up, especially from a movie like this. You know how many fake Mona Lisas it is out here?
Yeah.
You think, yo, you think
it's crazy because her husband didn't even create the one that made it popular. Nobody remembers if you ask anybody today when Gone in 60 Seconds came out, you're gonna hear the answer. Like, yo, like 2000. Nobody remembers the movie that came out in the 70s.
Well, you know what?
First of all, that movie was terrible.
That's one. That's one.
We gonna start there.
That's one.
Was terrible.
Which one was terrible?
The first one, very, very first.
The one in the 70s. That movie.
Oh, about
yo, was that even a Shelby though?
It wasn't. It was a Mach 1.
That's what I'm saying. It just was a regular Mach 1.
But this is my thing, right?
Yeah.
Now that movie, obviously, and this is my thing. It was a cult classic. Think about Paul Walker's Supra.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, right?
Mhm.
Now, Paul Walker's Supra has been remade how many times?
A bunch of times.
Many a times.
Even the Skyline.
The GTR has been made
Even the
many a
Eclipse.
times. The Eclipse.
Yeah.
All of those cars have been remade by builders. Do you think that is for them to make money, or you think that is to give like respect to that car or to that build?
I think it's to give respect.
Most of them are to pay homage because usually when you don't usually see them for sale, but you see pictures of replicas all the time.
Fact.
Right.
I remember as far as Europe, I seen somebody. It was a picture of. I don't know how the hell all these guys got together. They must have planned this before, but it was an entire group of replica cars from, and it spanned multiple movies, but from Fast and Furious movies. There's the orange Supra, there's the Skyline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was Suki's pink S2000.
Come on, and which I thought was trash, by the way.
Like,
I hate
these-
that car.
Yeah.
Continue.
I mean, it put the RX-7 to shame. It put the Supra to shame. It
Garbage.
was wilding though. It was second place.
That Supra had like Gucci left. It aggravates
the
me,
early
son.
2000s is wild.
But that gold color was fire though. You can't tell me what. That
All right,
Gold
I'm
was
sorry.
fire.
I'm sorry. His mic. I'm sorry. What'd you say? His mic is off. His mic is off.
Yo, that color was
that
Stink
gold,
Street.
that brown, that two-tone was
Yo,
fire.
that was
Y'all got it.
Stink Street,
Y'all
son.
both. Phil. I know. Yo.
Yo, the better one is wild.
Okay,
He can't
I'm
front
not,
that.
okay, listen, I can't front.
It was trash.
Son.
Ludacris's NSX is Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yo,
I want
that was the
part of this
Gucci
game.
joint. That joint was fire.
Yo, I can't front. That joint.
Yo, that was the hardest NSX.
Dodge Rat. Come on.
Yo, stop, both of y'all.
You had Gucci
That-
interior with the Gucci color scheme.
That
outside.
movie single-handedly torched the Fast and Furious franchise. They had to come up with Tokyo Drift to
Oh,
save it.
first off. Hold on.
You feeling my lie? Yo, hold up. You ain't gonna call me a
Son.
liar up here, son. They definitely
Yo,
torched.
Too Fast, Too Furious was alright, son.
Oh,
you remember the very, very beginning?
Yo,
When
how
Brian
about-
was looking for the Skyline and all that?
So how about the Mitsubishi Eclipse? The one that Tyrese was driving. You gonna tell me that was hot too? You like
I
that?
like the steering
Oh,
wheel.
Stop.
Hey, whoa.
That
wait,
was ga-
yeah, we can't. Yeah,
Son,
that
Yo, Phil, the steering wheel was
I don't
fire.
talk about that one.
This guy right here, man. He
that
owe me
one was
money
a hit.
now.
Nah, but wait, hold on. Just talk a little bit about that. They actually had that. Tyrese actually made that himself, though.
That's why it was horrible.
Yeah, I don't know if he should have did it.
He's
but-
not a car guy.
Now,
Nah,
here's
son.
the problem, though.
Nah, kid.
It was worse. He actually made it better because apparently it was all Laker colors before.
Damn.
So
And
here's
he was like, "Yo, I ain't driving no effing Laker car."
so here's
It was like the color theme was yellow and purple.
Damn, son.
so they just made it purple. They made it
I ain't gonna
worse.
front, son. The graphics was fire.
Yeah,
So the
Yeah.
fact that he was actually racing a muscle car.
So he was putting in work. He
Kid,
was
did
put-
you hear that, Joe? When he went around that cone, it was like, yo,
You
stop.
that movie.
Yo,
That movie was correct because if you think about it, that heavy truck,
It was garbage.
son.
It was
that
garbage.
heavy challenge. So what you call it? What was it? It wasn't a Challenger. It was
Yeah,
a,
no, it was a Cuda. It was a Cuda, I think.
No way
It was
he's
a
beating
Cuda.
a Cuda.
Son.
That-
No.
That
way.
car, if you look at it, was maybe on its best day from the factory a 13-second car.
Fact.
And
On its best day.
there's no
However-
way.
Look
Phil,
at how it ran away from that Eclipse.
Like,
My thing
My
is,
man had to use the spray to catch up.
that's what I'm
Come
trying
on.
to tell. He had to use the juice.
come
He
on,
caught
son.
him.
What juice was he using?
Yo, he had the full bottles in the back.
Man had to
He had
spray
four
the
on a
nitrous.
stock automatic joint, son.
Yeah,
son.
that's not. Listen. I understand it. It's not, but you looking at it in the context of the movie.
Yo,
Right.
it was a great film. Son.
Y'all
The
can't be
man
telling
had
me
to
this is
spray
hot.
nitrous on the back end to keep up with a 13-second car.
And then he ended up.
That's not realistic. I don't know what is.
Yo, me, that's what I'm saying.
No, son. I'm not laughing.
That's how slow that Eclipse was.
I'm not laughing. I think that was ridiculous. But
he had to spray the keeper with a 13-second car, Pop.
you know what? I get it, and I didn't even want to see that car when they said, "Yo, we got a car to race," and they pulled up with that. I was like, "Yo, turn this movie off. Turn it off." Matter of fact, that goes down as the worst car movie besides Driver that I've ever seen.
Come on, son. He's over the top now.
Too Fast, Too Furious was the worst.
Nah, it was.
So, are you kidding me? Son?
What Fast and Furious is worse than that?
First of all, how about we go to the ones that's not even about racing anymore? How about let's take away from what it was originally about to when it was becoming about jumping from buildings, taking on tankers. I'm lost.
But you know what, though? They still used to have the element of a good car. All of those movies had the element.
Furious had wild good cars in this. I don't know if you was really paying attention to it.
But you
Yo, Phil.
Understand, Pop, it was the time,
Phil,
bro.
I got to mute Phil.
Time in the early 2000s.
I got to mute him. I'm sorry.
If you look inside of the Super Street magazine,
yes,
in the early 2000s,
he knows.
You were seeing all of those cars.
Phil, I cannot agree. Here's why I cannot agree.
That's crazy. So
here's why I cannot agree.
Evo was no good.
You serious?
Did you see the green?
Was that even a real Evo? Or was that just a Lancer?
No, that was
Evo
the Evo
7,
son. That was an actual Evo 7. Mitsubishi had to what you call it.
That was a legend. I remember. You had to fly it in.
The Evo 7 wasn't legalized yet.
Yeah.
So they literally brought it over to shoot the movie and then took it back.
They brought it over to shoot the movie. They could have kept it over there.
Damn.
Garbage.
What about the Viper?
It's a little different. So you're talking about real cars.
Son, the Eclipse was a real car. Wing on it, boosted, all that.
Which one? The one that Tyrese was driving? Yo, just
so
for that.
He was wheeling that joint. Son.
I'm sorry. His mic has been muted. Can you hear him at all, Phil? Did you hear him? Okay, we gotta let him free a little bit. Listen, with that being said, yo, Phil, we get your helmet and get your GoPros ready.
Yeah, they already charged.
It's going down. We solidified a date and we're gonna make the announcement at the end of the show.
All right.
Get your everybody's going. I got my GoPros ready. I got my helmets ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even trying to drop 20 pounds. I'm doing everything because I want to win. Because there's gonna be a trophy involved, kid. There's gonna be because it needs to be bragging rights.
It definitely does.
There's not gonna be no we just went and that was that. No, there's gonna be a winner, and it shall be I.
Let's go.
It shall be I. And I don't want to hear nobody going ahead of time to try to learn the track. I don't want nobody cheating. We all gonna go at the same time.
That's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a lot harder because it's so new. Everybody knows about this place, so good luck getting in.
Now we getting in.
Going early.
That's a fact.
We know. Oh man, we gonna go after the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. We gonna make the announcement. Yo, Phil, we gonna get to the rest of the show. We got some ride music coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You already know what it is. Shout to Jay. I don't know if he's listening, but tell him to shout out to him. And we're going to get to this kid. Yo, we appreciate you shining the light on a little bit more of that Shelby situation.
Let's go.
No doubt.
All right, kid. We're going to get up with you.
Jeez.
Peace. We got to have Phil up on our we got to have him up on the show when we invite our listeners, one listener a month. He's next. Got to get Phil up here. Shout to Phil.
100% though. So you trying to get him in January?
January will work.
Let's go.
Because we had Miller for November. If we can get him up here for December, because we got 2 more shows. We got Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Okay, yeah, bet then. Let's try
to keep the change. We're gonna get him up here if we can.
Let's try to work that out.
With that being said, man, you know how we get down. I hate that car.
Son, what car is that, son?
I hate that car.
Doesn't make sense.
I hate that car.
I don't understand how can you say that when he was putting in work, son. He was putting in work.
I'm sorry. I muted him, yo. We don't have to hear this. Listen, I'll say it once and I say it once and for all.
Mm-hmm.
That car could have been replaced.
You know what? You got to give him credit because let's be real. Like he's obviously, you know.
Kid, he knew that car was under power. He tried to drive into that freaking Cuda so he could win.
See,
I'm through with it. It was purple. But with that being said, man, we're going to move right on. we got one more thing that we're gonna start talking about here. MotoGP news. We're gonna get into this MotoGP. We're gonna get into racing. We really try to leave it alone because we know there's so many different opinions. But F1 and MotoGP is gonna be our new sources of information. And today we're gonna be talking about MotoGP.
Let's go.
Looks like Ducati recently came out and said that Valentino Rossi,
aka the doctor,
aka the Dr. Valentino Rossi, damaged their image.
Yeah.
Ducati CEO Claudio Domenicali said, wow.
That's a hard shot, son.
Now, just to get into it a little bit, the failed years that blighted Valentino Rossi's legacy also damaged Ducati's image. He said that Rossi never added his 7 MotoGP World Championships after leaving Yamaha for Ducati. Now, to get into that a little bit, just to get into a little bit of why he would say that, there was a point where Valentino Rossi was the most dominant MotoGP racer in the game.
Yeah.
And if you don't remember his motorcycle was blue, and he was riding for Yamaha at the time, and it said "Go" along the side of the motorcycle. Go with the exclamation points going up the bike. It was beautiful. He said, let SI know I love the Supra and GP7.
Let's go.
It's gonna take me a while to build one, but I'm working on it every day. Oh boy.
That's it, son.
Sounds like Cats is getting ready.
That's what I like.
That's what I like.
Listen, y'all, I definitely got a bout at MK3, whoever won it, you know what I'm saying? Got a bout in one, son.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Let's go.
It said the failed years that he was there. So now, to shine some light on the subject, Ducati at that time only had one real bad rider. They had Casey Stoner.
Okay.
Right? And Casey Stoner was the thorn in his side. Because there was a point where where Valentino Rossi was riding for Yamaha. He was the man.
Yeah.
But once he started to really slide and fall off, that's when Lorenzo came in. Lorenzo also rode for Yamaha. Now, it had got to a point where they was only building the motorcycles for Rossi because he was who he is. He was the man, right? Now, Lorenzo's the man, and Lorenzo was the rookie the first year, but he was killing them. Now, the second year, he was doing even better. So that's why they was like, it kind of was no more room. So they moved him over. He moved on to Ducati. Now, everybody expected him to do well because, A, he's Italian, and the motorcycle brand Ducati is Italian. So it was like a welcome home because he started his career he was riding with Honda first. Then he went to Yamaha to go to Ducati. And everybody thought this was going to be a match made in heaven.
Damn.
Thought it's going to be a match made in heaven. That's what it's going to be. And it didn't turn out that way. And I believe the reason it didn't is because they still was building the bike for Casey Stoner. The bike wasn't set up properly for Valentino Rossi. It wasn't set up for his kind of riding. And at that point, they had went to a different kind of safety mechanism in the bike where they had like a traction control put on these bikes.
Okay.
And I believe that slowed them up too. There was a lot of different regulations that they started coming out with.
Yeah.
But then he just never really won with Ducati.
Man.
And I believe it did hurt their image.
So you think his fire was gone one time he got the Ducati?
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah. By the time that he started really like descending, you had Marco Melandri. Am I saying that right? Marquez. You had Lorenzo. Yeah. You had these young guys that were young bulls that was riding crazy. Yeah. So there was no way he could keep up with them. He just didn't have the reflexes. Damn. The battles between him, Danny Pedrosa, and Casey Stoner are legendary. And Nicky Hayden. Throw Hayden in there.
Yeah, I heard about Hayden.
Hayden was a champion, one of the only American people to win the MotoGP. So it was definitely very, very interesting. It's just funny how years later Ducati comes out with this information, or at least that's how they felt.
Absolutely.
You know?
I think they probably really feel that way because, like you said, man, like the time he got there, they still building bikes for somebody else, though. They think he's probably more or less going to get on there, get on that bike and just be phenomenal. But how you gonna do that if it's not set up for me?
Well, the thing is, right? And this is where Italy, where Ducati was saying, they said, listen, we're supposed to be the baddest bike builders out here.
Yeah.
First off, at MotoGP,
Mhm.
Japanese motorcycles was dominating.
Yeah.
And mainly Yamaha and Honda.
Mhm.
Ducati and Suzuki, not at all.
Mhm.
Suzuki was like non-existent. They had a real issue with their bikes and their riders.
Yeah.
It wasn't doing good at all. But then when it came down to it, they like, we got a rider that already won 7 world titles, and we couldn't get a world title with him. That made Ducati look bad. Because if Valentino Rossi can't ride your bikes and win, are you really that fast?
Or you even building really a good bike? Damn.
And that's what he's saying. They took a big hit. I could definitely agree with that, even though I don't think it was more Valentino Rossi's fault. Because he still was a rider.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was still one of the baddest riders of MotoGP at that time. But I do think that you gotta blame Ducati for that.
Damn.
I really do. I believe that Ducati at that point, they had lost their way. And everybody says, well, how could you say something like that? Well, you got to look at the bikes they was making at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had the 996, right? That was pretty great. That was obviously, we all know the 996. That was the motorcycle that Trinity actually rode in the Matrix.
Oh, the black one.
Yes. When she took that joint off the top of the truck and then she was weak.
Mm-hmm.
That right there alone made me want a motorcycle. Like she was killing it. That was like the greatest I had ever. And I know it was a movie, but then you found out later that she actually rides.
A lot of times these people actually, they actually be getting busy, but carry on.
So it's like Red Bull set up for the car. Right. It's like when you get these, it's like, shout to Marlon. He said it's like Red Bull set up the car for Max and not Perez. Exactly. Because that's your A1 driver or A1 rider.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he had to leave Yamaha, because Lorenzo was taking over. Lorenzo was winning races, beating Valentino Rossi, and they on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very interesting. Ducati, let's see, Ducati made a couple bikes at that time, but the one that stands out the most, and we're going to pull this up. I want to pull this up for people to see.
Fact.
The Ducati that stood out the most, there was, and it was the ugliest one that they ever made. It wasn't single side swing arm.
What year is that? What year are you referring to?
It's about 2003. It wasn't pretty.
You're not talking about the not the 7 not the 749.
No. Nah. See, those bikes came.
Nah.
Is it the 1099? I think it's the 1099. I think it's the 1099. No, it's not the 1099.
Yeah, that bike was beautiful.
It's not that. Those bikes came after this bike.
And
I thought that this bike was the most hideous. I think it was the 999R. Yes, it was the Ducati 999R.
Yeah,
that bike was hideous.
Son,
it wasn't what you're thinking. It was double-sided swing arm. Now we all know that Ducati was known for the single-side swing arm, and they was known for the twin motor, which made their bikes handle better. They had went with a regular motorcycle setup for this. They went with a regular setup, regular 4-cylinder, and they went dual size on the swing arms. Not for nothing, them headlights are hideous too. But at the end of the day, this motorcycle was never that great.
Damn.
It was made from 2003 to 2006. And this to me just really capitalizes what Ducati was at the time. The bikes that came before this was great.
Yeah.
The motorcycles that came, the 996, those bikes was great. This bike?
Yeah.
No. Wasn't it?
Well, I guess at this time, they was trying something new though.
They tried something new, and that's when they said, that's when they went to the 748 and the 1199, the 1098. Those bikes came and they started to dominate.
Yeah.
When those motorcycles showed up, that was the true Ducati. And you know who wasn't riding those bikes? Valentino Rossi, because he was gone. So again, at that time, I feel like it wasn't Valentino Rossi that hurt their brand. I believe that to have Valentino Rossi and then change the way you trying to make a bike hurt their brand.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's no way he gonna go from the doctor to the janitor. That don't even make sense. How he gonna go backwards? So that wasn't on him. That wasn't on him.
It wasn't on him. But when you think about it, after that, Ducati was wildly successful after that.
Mm-hmm. Trying to blame him for their unsuccessfulness.
Well, you know how that goes. You know, it's easy to blame the players sometimes, you know. But I will say, though, just the fact that they came out with this information, 12, 15 years later, just goes to show, like, sometimes it's not always good to do business with friends. Nah. Because at the end of the day, Ducati supported him because he was from Italy. And one thing you'll learn with any kind of MotoGP, F1, anything, if it's an Italian car maker, that Italian car maker wants to get behind that Italian rider or 100%. Italian driver. They believe in keeping it in the family.
100%.
So, because I believe after this, he wanted to drive for Ferrari, and they wanted to let him because they really respected his track prowess. Yeah. You'll never find it. Like, he was really, really good. Yeah. And to watch a race live, I watched him literally climb 9 spots and win a race in 30 laps. That's ridiculous. 9 slots and win a race in 30 laps.
Like on front, that sounds surgical to me.
Surgical. And let me tell you, Danny Pedrosa, Casey Stoner, they couldn't stand him. They said that he was the kind of rider that'll block you. And what I always said was he's the kind of rider that rides till you make a mistake. Mm-hmm. He stays on you. He late breaks you in the turn, especially in the left-hand turn.
Yeah.
He was notorious for that. He'll late break. You breaking, he'll shoot right past you, late break, and then dip hard with the bike. That's exactly how he used to take a lot of his lanes. And then, if that wasn't enough, he would embarrass you on the way by. And the one thing that sets him apart from everybody else is that when he won the race, he was throwing it up. One wheel, right through the finish line, kid. Can't beat it, man. Shout to Valentino Rossi. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I love that guy, man. I think that to me was the first real champion I've ever really seen. You know what I mean? And in the MotoGP world, like that, I was like, wow, man, this guy is dominating.
Yeah.
He was dominating. He was the LeBron James. He was the Michael Jordan. He was it. Mm-hmm. So to watch another company blame him for their downfall, I don't agree with that. But we ain't gonna get too much more into that MotoGP. That was actually a little take back for us. But we're gonna jump into another little segment we got here, man. You ready for this?
Yeah.
It's called Cop or Not.
Man.
Are you buying it or is it a bust? We got a Toyota Supra here, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
18,000-mile MK4 Toyota Supra Targa stock.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. This Quicksilver is nasty, son.
Manual 6-speed.
Oh man.
Stock.
Less than 20,000 miles. Targa.
They want 85,000.
That's perfect.
Cop or not?
Super cop.
You would spend 85,000 on the Supra.
I spent 95,000.
He spent
extra. Listen. First off, we gotta put pictures up. First off, it's so mean and so clean, and it's Targa. Son.
Everybody's agreeing.
Come on, son. First off, listen. I might even give one of my kids, man.
I hear that.
Keep the change.
I mean, for 85,000, I think I could go a better way.
What way can you go better than that? For an old school Jap.
80. He said old school Jap. Stop with that link. Boy. I will say this.
Where you going in that time period?
Third Mortgage. Shout to Miller.
You gonna go get what? Skyline? GTR? That's where you gonna go?
I mean, for 85. Nah, you can't even get a GTR for that.
I'm talking about the R34.
You can't get an R34 for that.
So you're saying you gotta spend more?
You gotta spend more.
Nah, no, you don't.
Yes, you do.
This guy. Carry on.
If you want to get your hands on an R34 clean stock, bone stock, shout to Phil, 85. Nah, that's what I'm talking. F them kids. Everybody talking reckless.
Phil know he holding it up though. Come on, stop playing, son. You trying to tell you win cop for 85?
I mean, I
Yo,
can't
Gator one.
front.
We got this one right here for you, son. 18,000 miles on it. Target 6-speed, twin turbo.
I can't front. You know what?
Come on, son.
I would think, what else could I get for 85 bands?
Come on, son. I'm talking
200 plus for R34. Thank you. Bone stock.
All right, man. Anyway, y'all, here we go. Let's just start throwing out numbers.
No, that's what I'm telling you. That's not throwing out no numbers. You can't cop one for less than that.
All right, okay. First, all right. Which one we talking about here?
We talking about
The nerf,
yes,
the V spec.
yes.
If this was the 15th anniversary, that won't cost more though. This is not the 15th anniversary.
But this is it. This is the
I'm
one.
copping for 85. Not a problem. I mean,
I
at the
can't
moment,
front.
but I'm copping.
Here's my thing. I'm not a super fan. I'm not a super fan. I'm like, they not the end all be all. I think they beautiful vehicles.
I don't believe you.
And I think that the motor is definitely one of the greatest motors ever built.
Son, this joint had the fastest 0 to 60 time out of everything at the time, other than like a GTR.
Say it again.
The 0 to 60 time on this car when it came out.
Then what?
It's all-wheel drive. I'm confused.
Then what? Say it one time.
Yo, BP, he's the same one. I remember we was having a discussion on the show a couple weeks back.
Let's go.
He was the same one talking about how the GTR actually was a cheat because of the all-wheel drive. Because if you ask me if it didn't have that,
I gotta stop
the
you.
rear-wheel drive ones can't keep up with this one.
Remember this. It's only all-wheel drive when you need it.
Which is all the time. When it's a Super, it's all the time. Yes, it is.
No, it remember it has the AATS all-wheel drive setup. And because of that, look, shout to Phil. He said I'm a super fan and I'm not paying that. Early.
Phil is holding it, son. If it's in his face like that, they're like, yo, Phil, here the keys, man.
85
he
bands.
doing it. So what you gonna walk past that you like, you know what, I'd rather spend my 85 over there.
That
What?
R34 Nerf spec with the jade green. Oh, what?
That's blasphemy, son. There's no way I'm gonna walk past this and look at the GTR like, you know what? That's the one. It can't be.
Yeah, all right.
It can't be, son.
That's that Toyota talk. Shout to I know Marlon over there too. He ain't in the comments, but
son.
I know Marlon is like, yo,
this is tried and true to be a stronger and better car. Pound for pound, this is a better V, son.
Tell me why you say that. I got
First off, you were one of the people who actually helped me out with this one. Was like, do you remember the dyno war that they had and the GTR spit a whole piston out the back? When you brought that to life, I was like, hold on, wait.
Are you talking about that was an R32 though? That wasn't a 34.
Don't even make it different.
That was an R32.
Still got an RB in there though. Don't make it different. Still an RB. Still an RB.
ZR1 is capable for 85. That's what Shah says. Woo!
What's ZR1?
Corvette ZR1.
Well, yeah.
What year you talking about, Shah? Just drop it in the comment. Shout to Marlon. I knew I knew Marlon.
Let's go, Marlon.
He said it's still all-wheel drive, regardless of part-time or full-time.
Factory.
Supra is full-time rear-wheel
Let's
drive.
go, baby.
And because of that, it's gonna lose in the drag.
No, it's not, son. Listen, for 85, I'm going here. You can keep the R34. Get it in that midnight purple, all that Nerf spec. Fantastic.
Nerf spec jade green. Give me that Bay Area blue R34 with the bronze TE37. Stop.
Son,
stop.
First off, if you ask me,
let's go. He about to say something blasphemous.
You pull up to the spot. Which one's more of a flex?
The 34.
And people and people don't know what they are.
Cut it out.
The Supra. You crazy? First of all, the Supra
you're
far
not
more
sure.
exotic than that Skyline, son. The rear end. Who got a better rear end in the game, son?
Hey,
Who has a better? Yo, this guy's
a family show.
This guy's out of
It's a family show.
He's out of hand.
But I gotta say, still, cop or not,
It's a cop, son.
it's a cop.
It's a cop, though.
I feel, you know why I say it's a cop? Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna get a better deal.
Nah, not.
They ain't gonna get a better deal.
85? Come on, that's on a low end right now.
I'm seeing CRXs for $10,000 that are straight, like, I'm shocked.
Damn.
I'm like, if they getting 10 grand, the one I got in my driveway is 10 grand.
Yeah, son.
And so this is what's happening. The prices of these cars are climbing up so high to where it's like, you can't even get your hands on it. So if I did come across a stock Supra, I would drop 85.
Son,
I definitely drop
Son,
a
that's on
paint.
the low end, son. That's on the low end for these
Yeah,
joints.
you don't see this anymore. And that's why I said is it a cop or not?
Bone stock?
Bone stock. They ain't do nothing to it. The radio is still in there.
Come on, son.
You don't see that at all.
They even changed the oil since 98. Come on, son.
So just to put it in perspective,
A little bit.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Another Quicksilver 880. It was a hard top with 22,000 miles, sold for $265,000.
This is what I'm saying.
$1,000.
This is what I'm talking about.
But that's because they were super lovers. That's it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
With that being said, you know we get down, man. We're gonna get
go.
to some of this ride music. If it gets play in the ride, it gets play on Rally Radio. And like I said, we definitely want to shout out to those who actually rock with us. Shout to Jessica Grandy.
Let's go.
She actually sent in some music that she wanted to hear play from her artist, Akila Brock. Now, I gotta say, I listened to the song, and my thing is, you know what? I just love when people feel that they want to submit music with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that lets us know that, you know, what we doing is the right thing here. And we definitely gonna get it played, man. We gonna play it as soon as we find it.
Let's go.
I don't know why the computer wants to act a little funny, but in the meantime, man, this ride music right here, like I said, this segment is brought to you by Akila Brock. Definitely a nice little shout to, she said it's not her artist. My bad, I'm sorry. She said it's not her artist, it's her people though. She's her own artist. Okay. That's my fault. I apologize. We're gonna play some of this music now. This joint right here, we was talking about it. It's called Audi in My Audi.
Should be called Super in My Super, baby.
Hear this guy.
Let's go.
Hear this guy. Yo, shout to everybody who's listening, paying attention. We're gonna play this music, and when we come back, you know how we get down, right? We're gonna jump right in. Don't forget, y'all know where to find us, man. We're gonna play some of this. Just tell us what y'all think of it. We're gonna drop some of it. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, it's the bearded one here. S.I. Sean,
baby. Let's go.
We got my man BP in the building. Stay right there. Don't get in front of the camera, BP. Where you going, bro? Where you going? You're in front of the camera. Back up. Let's go. Holla.
I be outie in my Audi. I be outie in my Audi. 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 I be outie in my Audi. Outie in my Audi. I respect the authorities, but I don't stop for police. I'm running red lights. If 9/11 chasing me, I got PTSD. Since 12 committed me, it is a tragedy, contravesty, being black in these streets. Why you mad at Yato? Don't get fly with me, ho. Slavery is still alive. It's a choice. He is right. He ain't safe for who though? But you think he meant black when he really meant blue though? He be on Pluto. Shame on you, bro. Like Black Panther movie ain't moved me like the real Black Panther Pluto. See, I saw the same old black.
Let's go.
Enough of it, enough. Listen to the kids, bang gum, bitches, fuck your bitches. We need reform and a vacay someplace warm. You ain't catching up to me. I'm the one. I'll be gone. I be outie in my Audi, 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 outie in my Audi. I be outie in my Audi, outie in my Audi. If you think you gon' come kill me, I be outie. Don't judge me. I be outie in my Audi. I be outie in my Audi. 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 I be outie in my Audi. Outie in my Audi. I be outie. Gotta get these fuckboys from round me. Don't crowd me. SoundCloud me. Go fund me. I'm the original one. You carbon copies. I'm a loner and a stoner. My loud packs be loudy. Roll up in the Audi. Wind down the windows cause it be cloudy. Whether the weather be sunny or shady. Weather the storm. I let it rain on these hoes like water. I will transform. Anything goes. I'm here to save all these hoes. Love is the goal. Stop the killing, stop hating your foes. I know you feel some type of way, so you type in your feelings. But that's how life goes. That's how life goes. I've seen enough of it. Enough's enough. Listen to the kids. Bang gun, bitches. Fuck your riches. We need reform. And a vacay someplace warm. You ain't catching up to me. I'm the one. I be gone. I be outie in my outie. 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 I be outie in my outie. Outie in my outie. If you gon' kill me, I be outie. I be outie in my outie. I be outie in my outie. Outie in my outie. Outie in my outie. Outie in my outie. Outie in my outie.
Shout to Ace. He said drunk club type beat. I do 88 miles an hour to that. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. I'm rocking with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm rocking with that.
100%.
Hey. Now that to me is ride music. I like how she put the Audi in it. See, I love it when they make the references to the V's. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shout to Killer Brock. Shout for that music. And we got another song from her too that we're gonna play before the show is out.
Let's go.
But with that being said, you know how we get down. Don't forget you can find her on her Facebook page, Akila Brock. We're gonna put the spelling down in the comments so you can find it. I'm gonna tell you, man. I liked it too. It was like, I be Audi in my
word.
I'm gonna start telling I be Audi in my Audi, fan. Even though I'm not a Volkswagen Audi, I'm not a Euro cat. Shout out to my man Kirk. I'm not a Euro cat, but I love the fact that first off, the production is great.
Yeah.
And you can hear it. It's very clean, it's very crispy.
Yeah.
You can tell she take time to put her songs together. I love it. You know what I mean? Definitely great. And like I said, we're gonna make sure that we put her spelling properly in there so you could go and find her on Facebook and follow her. Let's see what kind of music she got. You know what I mean? She sent me some bangers, but just make sure we put that in there real quick. But with that being said, you know how we get down here. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
It's Tech Talk with Pop the Bearded One and S.I. Sean.
I know how we get down, kid. We are here with the Tech Talk. And y'all know we got some things going on here. So, this one is actually interesting. Don't forget, it is brought to you by PBCS Services. Can we just talk about that a little bit, please? That's all.
So, yeah, man. What that is, for out there for you car girls and car guys, if you find yourself so happy getting ready to purchase something new or used, and you don't really got nobody, to tell you exactly what's really going on, that's what we would do for y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's great, man.
That's good. You know what I mean? How many people out here? Listen, let's do a little commercial for a minute here. So how many people ever here have actually wanted to buy a used car, and with maybe not the car guys, car girls, but maybe they're not certified just yet, and they want to purchase a car, and they don't know exactly if the car is good or if it's not. How many times you went somewhere and the car's already running?
Word.
They're like, y'all will come pick you up and drop you back home so you can see. No. Here at PBCS Services, what they like to do, or what we like to do, is go check out the car, and we give it the whole 110-point inspection of the vehicle, checking the heater hoses, checking everything, making sure that everything is working on the car before you decide to purchase it. Now, the small investment, it's a small investment towards your future with the car. You figure if you spend $50 and you keep the car for 5 years, it was worth it, right? So that's how we always going to look at it. Shout to PBC.
100%.
Let's go. You know how we get down. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into this tech talk. Now, this tech talk is definitely going to be interesting today because there's a lot of things going on out here when it comes to these cars. And now, the first one we're going to talk about is McLaren look like they're partnering with Lockheed Martin. If you don't know who Lockheed Martin is, they're one of the most prestigious aviation companies.
Factory.
And one of the reasons that they partnering with them is because they want to do different aero for the McLaren. Wow. They're going all the way. Yo, they're not even playing, son. First off, they want to put
They want to put fighter jet arrow on there.
early,
Come on, son.
and I love it.
Y'all talking about EVs? Nah,
And,
I'm good, dude.
these EVs, we trying to cut the win. So. We ain't got no time for that.
Nah, that's ill right there, though, son. That's definitely fire right there.
Look, and for those that don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Lockheed Martin Corporation is an American aerospace, arms, defense, information, security, and technology corporation with worldwide interests. Whoa.
Yeah.
And they're going to them to help build cars, build their arrows for their cars. Lockheed operates in 4 business segments: aeronautics, missiles, and fire control. So it sounds like they making 007's car, man.
Yeah, right.
It sounds like they're going to make something that they could go after everybody with. But
Yeah.
you got to be, to me, you have to be,
Mhm.
you have to be happy with this.
You think this is gonna be more like street purpose or race purposes?
I think this is, well, we all know that whatever they take from the track, they do take it to
Yeah,
the
they
street.
do, but I'm talking about what they you think they first gonna land it at though, on the street or to the track?
Oh no, it's definitely gonna land in the track.
Mm,
They're not gonna take that straight to the street.
mm,
But I will say this:
yeah.
Lockheed Martin has made some of the greatest
Mm.
fighter jets we've ever seen. One in particularly, Lockheed Martin's F-35 Lightning, which resembles the Ferrari Enzo, or the Enzo resembles the Lockheed F-35. So I look forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Absolutely. Son.
I look forward to it. I really hope that this really pans out for one of the last supercar companies to not commit,
They not committing, son.
because it looks
can't.
like they don't really have a chance. They don't have a choice.
So you think they gonna commit to what? To the
They already talking about they're gonna build the SUV. Remember, McLaren's CEO walked out
yeah, son.
when they were talking about building EVs and SUVs. He said, "Nope, won't be part of it." And he walked out. So just goes to show, man. But I just hope that it works out and that they make a more crazier edition car.
I hope they just don't stray away. Like you said, if they commit to something else, just let it be right though. Just let it be right though. Son.
They calling it a technology collaboration, and they haven't really indicated what they will be doing, but we already know. The focus on deploying a new skunkworks design system developed for the world of aviation into the realms of high performance, cutting edge automotive supercar design. Whoop. Those are big words from McLaren, baby. Let's just hope that it pans out, because it sounds like it's gonna be beautiful.
Sometimes they're gonna have dual wings that come out when you need them to. Move around with braking, they have that, but like maybe some certain angle, something crazy,
something silly, like when you think about it, and when you think about a fighter jet, right?
Yeah.
They have so many different things that they do. Like,
yeah, son, that's what I'm saying.
when it comes down to slowing down, all kind of
speeding up, all type of like.
So one time on a rally in particular, and shout out to everybody who went on this rally in particular, we stopped in Virginia Beach. Stopped in Virginia Beach, and I'm not going to talk too long about it, but I actually ended up getting up early the next morning, about 5:36 in the morning. I sat on the balcony.
Yeah.
You can see the dolphins and stuff dipping in and out of the water.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. I look up and you see one of these F-35s.
Let's go.
Come flying by. What? He was peeling up the water. Hold up, don't hang up. Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Rally Radio was really good.
What's popping? It looks sound like Ace. You in the building?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are on the move doing 100, trying to get back to the bus.
Early, he said doing a buck. Shout out to my guy Tori Mackey. I see you tuned in, my brother. What's popping? Yeah.
Let's go.
We're not doing 100 yet. Yeah, we got traffic.
Oh. So what's your good?
So y'all talk about the Lockheed Martin thing.
Yes.
Let's talk aero movement, automatic aero.
Yes. Automatic. And that's what we thinking about. Because you already know when they get involved, that's what really helps.
Yes, huh?
Downforce helps your braking if you use it the right way. But continue on, Sha.
It's gonna be moved like air brakes, small air brakes on the car that you don't look like they do anything, but they pop up when you're on the brake. It's gonna be downforce, little pieces that move for downforce. It's gonna be great.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
gonna be out of hand, son. That's a fact.
It's gonna be crazy.
Definitely be crazy.
And it's going to be out of hand. Think of, what is it? The Pagani Huayra
Oof.
with the friggin' hood scoops that dipped in and out.
Think about this Subaru that Hoonigan just built.
Mm.
Yes. The wagon.
The wagon.
Madness.
Yo, when they
Craziness?
when they did the Goodwood thing and it came out of the driveway and wow. That was crazy. So I can only wait and we can only wait and see what they're really gonna do.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be
crazy
crazy.
and beautiful.
I love it. I love the fact that that they're trying to make something so perfect better.
Yes.
That's a fact.
And all it's gonna do is make everybody else take notice and everybody invest more.
Oh no, well, I mean,
because think about this too. Because the aerodynamics are better, fuel efficiency is better.
Yes.
So, fuel efficiency is the thing that everybody complain is crying about. We need to use less gas. If your car is more efficient, it uses less gas. So it's gonna, so we're gonna see how far they really go.
So I got another question for you.
Sure, let's go.
GTR R34 nurse spec, Toyota Supra 2JZ GTE anniversary edition,
and that J green,
and an Acura NSX Type R.
Oh my God!
Probably easy one.
One to daily, one that's your part-time race car, and one to scrap. Which one are you doing? I need all three of them.
One to scrap. Well, the daily's going to be the car that was built to be daily. That's the NSX.
That's your daily. Okay.
That's a daily every day.
Oh, it's gonna get interesting. Here we go. So, which one is the race car? Which one you scrapping? Let's go.
Come on, man, yo, we gotta do it, man. We need a ballistic refrigerator to put on the racetrack.
So it sounds like you're going with the R34.
So come get it. Come get it out the driveway. You can have it.
Man.
So the R34 is your race car.
Yes.
So you're scrapping
the Supra.
Yeah, he can. Sean, man, come get his parts.
Man, that's real life. I hear that. I can respect that.
Wow.
It sounds like you're making a mistake to me, but that's cool.
I'm sorry. Yo, the suit. Yo, I love it. It looks great. It's not my thing.
Ooh,
it's never been my thing. It's never.
Seem like you like EVs.
Be the one you know.
EV dude.
You watch me, yo. You watch me play Turismo. You see me buy these magazines. The refrigerator is where I've always gone.
That's a fact. He always been a GTR fan. I'm gonna put the question out one more time for all of our Facebook listeners, and I want y'all to drop y'all answers in the comments. Nissan GTR R34, Toyota Supra 2JZ GTE, Acura NSX Type R. One to daily, one to race, and one to scrap. What are you doing?
Let's go. That's a good one.
That NSX is, you throwing the NSX there makes that really complicated.
Not too complicated, but
so
carry on.
Is you know what? If I gotta choose, the one the daily is gonna be the GTR.
Okay.
That I'm gonna daily that.
Okay.
Because I feel like that car is made for whatever. Whatever weather, all-wheel drive, non-all-wheel drive, super turbo, manual.
Okay.
Everybody forgets that the gauges inside was made by Polyphony early. Who made Gran Turismo? The nerve.
It's got a full-size trunk. It's got an actual back seat.
And I would say that I'm gonna so I'm daily in the GTR.
Yeah.
Right. This is tough.
Here we see.
This is tough because I'm gonna say, y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna race that NSX. I'm gonna road race that NSX. I'm trashing that Supra. So me, I sell it. Me, I sell it. I sell it and then I take the money and friggin' make my GTR NSX bout it.
I hear that.
Early.
So if it was me,
shout them all and he said NSX bye.
If it's me, you know what I'm saying? I'm racing a Supra, daily in a Supra.
Wow, whoa.
Scrapping everything else. That's it, son. I don't want none of them. I need the Supra for the racing daily, baby.
Yeah, you heard this guy.
I feel like not for none. Ace is coming off as an EV dude. Now I'm convinced. The Baden one, I think, is being really biased at this point.
He said he's coming as an EV guy.
The Baden one's being biased over here. We all know he's really not. He's not trashing that. That's 100% fact.
Just bias for bias sake.
I'm just saying, man. You know what? I can respect your opinions, though. No doubt. Good. What the people saying though?
Well, it looked like okay. So far, right? You got people. I'm coming with a Supra.
Yep.
Next daily Supra to the tarmac.
Yep.
GTR. Marlon said he'd race the GTR.
Mm-hmm.
He'd daily the Supra.
Yeah.
And get rid of the NSX.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's respectable.
A lot of people said NSX out of here. The GTR may take out on a good day, but you know I'm doing like Dylon, 2 JZ.
Let's
JZ,
go, baby.
2J.
Come on, son.
Listen.
Y'all talking over here. This is what I'm talking about.
The worst thing y'all could have ever did. I feel like the worst thing they could have ever did was put such a great motor in such a heavy car. But
how can you say that when the GTR is relatively the same weight?
But the GTR's all will.
Come on.
That goes for every manufacturer at that time, because every single car made a ton. Because let's talk about cars. Let's talk about the Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR6.
VR4.
That's an amazing motor, amazing car. It weighs a freaking mountain.
But you gotta ask yourself, what are you using it for, though?
You racing. So okay, let's say you keep all three.
Okay.
Road race, drag race, and daily. What are you doing?
Oh,
all right. God. So what I'm gonna do? What kind of racing? You said road racing?
Road race,
okay.
Drag race,
okay,
daily.
All right. So I'll probably daily the GTR. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna road race the NSXR. I'm gonna drag race that Supra, huh?
I'm gonna daily the Supra. I'm gonna drag race the R34, and then I'm gonna road race the NSX.
I hear that. Bro.
That's what cars today are much heavier than the cars of the 90s. That's a fact. You're right. He's right.
That's true too. But at the time, these cars, for what they needed to have, they weighed 1 million pounds.
Son, the Supra was 3,400 pounds though. That's not heavy. That's not heavy. That's not.
I mean, do you want to break it to him? At that point, compared to a lot of cars that was out there, let's take that. What's the curb weight of the Acura NSX? Curb weight. It's about 1,800 pounds. What was it? 2,000 pounds?
Like 22, something.
It was like 2,200 pounds. 3,400 pounds was heavy for the time. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's heavy for the time. But let's the thing that really hurt the Supra at the time in this country cost, because I could get a Porsche for the same price.
Ooh, you're talking reckless.
For the same price.
So the curb weight of the Acura NSX was 3,000 pounds.
3,000 pounds.
It's pretty light. Remember, it was made of aluminum. It had the aluminum chassis. Oh man, listen. We ain't gonna create no enemies in here, man.
Y'all fellas have a good day. I'm gonna get off this radio.
Yo, you know what to do, kid. Keep tuning in. We're gonna talk about this go-kart situation we got coming up, kid. You know what to do.
Oh man, I want to be there. I cannot.
You could.
But I just want to share a little light real quick though, before y'all go though. The Supra was a GT car. It was a GT. It was a GT. I think this is where we get it confused at though. I think that's what we, we lose a little bit. I'm telling you, man, y'all turning into EV dudes in here because y'all not paying attention to what's really important. It was a GT car. The NSX was a dedicated sports car. You see the difference? No? So the NSX was a GT car too? All right, Shah's really on the moon. Figure it out, baby, because you're bugging. It was not a GT car.
So
damn.
When we hear Nissan Skyline GTR,
okay,
I'm just saying.
Okay, who had the best interior?
This is what I'm saying.
The Supra had the best
Thank
interior.
you, Phil. I don't gotta say it. Thank you, Phil. Phil said it for me already. The GTR is a GT car too.
How much did the GTR weigh? Y'all talking about weight? How much?
And the NSX is a sports car.
How much did the GTR weigh? Since y'all want to talk about weight,
listen.
But the thing is, the GTR weighs 1 million pounds. Everyone knows it.
But it hauls biscuit.
So does a Supra.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Yo, we ain't gonna create no more enemies.
You know what? All right, no problem.
We gonna keep it moving.
And you know what? Hold on, because we're comparing. You're comparing the 33, the 34, and the 30, and the Supra. I don't think the 33 and the Supra was around at the same time. It was the end of the 33s.
I think y'all a little confused out here. Y'all.
When the Supra
GTR R34 curb weight 3,400 pounds, 3,439 pounds.
This is what I'm talking.
So the Supra and the
it had an average. It had the advantage of the second wheels playing a part, son. That's it.
And this is why they had to ban them every week.
This guy is
it's
crazy.
True.
That's hilarious.
Listen,
I hear that, though.
It's what it is.
It's so good, though. We all know the Supras are better cars.
500 pound. They put a 500 pound bonus in every Skyline.
Listen, son.
They had to do it. Y'all are too fast. You gotta take weight.
Yo, we all know the Supra is the best. That's it, baby. It's all good, man. That's it. You can have your refrigerator, Ace. That's cool.
He called it a
pop. You can
curb
have
weight.
NSXR.
Curb weight of the Toyota Supra. 3,560 pounds.
Less than X100, almost 100 pounds more.
Yo,
and two axles less spinning.
It was more of a luxurious car, though. What are you talking about?
Be the one. Do me a favor. The same year.
Pathetic.
The same year. Let's do the same year of that Supra. The Porsche of about the same caliber.
And y'all forgetting that the Supra was coming off an existing chassis of the Lexus.
Which
though.
Porsche you talking about?
Come
Which
on,
one?
Son.
Name one.
Oh,
these guys.
Let's see. Let's go ahead, throw a 911.
These guys. 911 what?
The comparable. Because that's the market that Toyota was shooting for.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll go in the same year.
Listen, I tell you what, man. At least Toyota had the heart. Can't say much about Nissan or Acura. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say, son. That's about it for me.
Yo,
mad now.
Hold on.
You're about to get me fired up.
Acura had Ferrari aim. Acura changed.
All right, and Toyota had Porsche aim. What's the difference?
Listen.
The aim ain't that different. What you talking about?
Porsche.
They didn't have Porsche under pressure though.
Oh man, yes they did.
Listen, Porsche 911 of that, and I picked the 98.
Okay, 3,000
pounds.
Okay. All right,
that's a big difference.
Again, that's a dedicated sports car though.
Yo,
these guys, man, I don't even know who I'm doing the show with anymore. I'm confused, son. I'm confused. Ace Cole, he just get confused. I'm lost now. Son.
Yo,
I'm lost. I guess it's a time difference. I don't know. Son.
Yo.
I'm
confused, fellas, have a good day.
Yo, you know what
Love
to do,
y'all.
kid.
Be safe. Rally Radio.
Rally.
Take care.
Let's get it.
Don't let them fool you.
Factory Ace, tell them. Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, son.
Oh man, we started a war here and unintentionally. We didn't even get so it was an NSX, even a fast car.
Ooh, NSXs are slow. First off, let's get that correct. Those are pretty slow.
Oh, hey.
I'm telling you, those joints was never deemed fast, B. Never deemed fast.
Listen.
Right.
It depends, because now it seems like y'all be moving the goalposts. It'd be like, yo, this is
moving the goal.
Yo, but what's the curb weight? What's the horsepower? How many axles? Yo, these guys.
Y'all moving the
They be
goalposts.
moving the goalposts all the time.
I
son.
hear that, man.
But With that being said, man, wow, man, we actually shot through some time here at Rally Radio, man. This always happens, man. Leave it up to S.I. Sean and start worrying about these freaking Supras, man.
Nah,
Yo,
son.
Supra.
Because people be confused about them, son.
Yeah, they do.
Confused about them.
They do. Sometimes they confuse them.
It's
with
like you got a guard. Sky. You got a guard dog who guards, and you got a straight fighting dog. It's different. I'm just saying. And then you got the NSX, the poodle.
Oh,
the poodle. That just makes a lot of noise and looks good. That's it.
Because all of them took technology from the NSX. The NSX was the first of the three with any kind of variable timing, right or wrong.
What?
After that, then Toyota came out with the Supra that had the VVTi in it, right or wrong.
First off, that Honda engine cannot come close.
A railroad car's at a disadvantage. Listen. We ain't gonna get into it. We're gonna play this next Aquila Brock joint.
Listen, I want to say before we play that Aquila Brock, the only way a rear-wheel drive car is at a disadvantage is because of the driver. I don't hear none about it. Because put me.
You hear that, Marlon?
Put me behind it. I'm a sniper, baby. Let's go, son. Tired of this right now.
Hey, yo, listen.
That's it, son.
Listen.
I'm tired of the crap. You got me up now.
I'm gonna tell you, kid. Telling you at the end of the day, you can't listen. Listen, man.
I don't want to hear about it, man.
Listen, all of the cars, they all have their place. And that just goes to show that they all legends in their own right because we love them all. I would hate to scrap any one of them because to be totally honest with you, I probably would tell you I scrapped it and hide it for the rest of my life. Yo, we gonna play this Aquila joint right here. Y'all know how we get down here. This is the bearded one.
That's our Sean, baby.
Know how we get down. This is Rally Radio. I'm trying to tell BP not to kick over the camera. So like that. He got his heart set on it. But with that being said, we're gonna play this little joint. We're gonna come right back. You know we come back to, right?
What's that?
We're gonna jump right in. Let's go. Holla. Hey.
Let's party, get naughty, do that dance. Get lit, get live, do that dance, light it up like it's your birthday. Get lit, get live, do your dance, light it up like it's your birthday. I live every day like it's my birthday, so let's party. I live every day like it's my birthday, so let's party. Get naughty, shake that ass down to the ground, shake that ass like a milkshake, give me a tall glass, make it splash, shake that ass, move it fast, do a 90 on the dash, shake that ass, shake that ass, move left, move right, go shorty, get lit, get live, so let's party, get naughty, do that dance. So let's
shout to Aquila Brock. I would love to get her in for an interview too.
So let's party, get naughty, do that dance.
You know when you make them birthday songs, they be like this.
No matter if you turn 15 or 50, go off, show off, celebrate, get pretty, everybody get lit, light up, put your ass in the air, yeah. You had a good year, you here. This means you rich already, so cheers to a new day, cause it's your birthday. Go shorty, get lit, get live, move left, move right. Go shorty, get lit, get live, move left, move right.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's Aquila Brock. Like I said, we put a spelling down there. If you can check out Aquila Brock music, you already know what it is, man. I kind of like her joints, man. Definitely got her moving. I love her production. Factory. I love the fact that she's really got people out here shaking. She had BP over here getting sturdy. He's over there getting sturdy. But with that being said, because he's running short on time, kind of wanted to get into the see if we can get into this just a little bit here. It's like wow, low. All right. Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get it off your chest. What?
Factory.
With that being said, man, it's the bearded one here.
That's our Sean, baby.
And we are here for this driver's etiquette now.
Supers are for the wind. Let's go.
That's it. You should have never, ever. You should have never, ever, yo. This is never going to stop.
Yo, y'all going to laugh, man. The first cars I actually seen putting in pain was a Supra. That's all I got to say, son. That's all I got to say.
I can't front.
First cars I ever seen putting in real pain was a Supra.
And I'm going to say this one time, once for all.
Let's go.
Man. Toyota itself
putting in pain, huh?
Is one of the greater brands. But I will say,
okay,
a Supra is, and ask Marlon, he'll tell you. I remember he says a long time, you gotta be seasoned to drive a car like that.
Man,
That is not just a regular car.
so when you come out the box like me, you already seasoned, son. Black pepper, you see what I'm saying? Little Old Bay on them, all that. You know what I'm saying?
So
onion powder.
We're gonna get into the driver's etiquette because obviously S.I. Sean is in his feelings. So we're gonna give him a minute.
Let's go.
EV versus ICE. Can we coexist? Can we live in harmony? Or will one always dislike the other? Can there be peace? Or will it always be what it is? What's your thoughts, man?
I think
real fast.
I think we could live in peace if the EVs know where to go. If they go in their own lane and they occupy that lane, we could live in peace, huh? But once they thinking they could cross over and start thinking they could do what internal combustion engines can do, then that's a whole nother, that's a whole problem after that now. Like, cause we got our lane.
Factory.
We got our lane. If they could just figure out theirs, I think we could rock. What you think?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think there's no room. I don't think there's no room for peace. And it's what it is.
Damn, that's real though.
I'm sorry. It's just no room.
Can there be a peace between us?
No peace. So what do you want us to do? I want you to die. No, I'm just saying, but I'm saying there will be no peace. It can't be. I feel like at the end of the day, there's always gonna be problems.
Man.
There's always gonna be problems when it comes to the EVs and the internal combustion. That's because they're putting us against each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know what?
It's like a dog fight.
It's like those cars was not meant for that. All of the EV owners that I know, shout to Sales. All the EV owners, he's not an EV owner though. Let's just get that across.
Oh,
I'm
shoot,
just saying,
I was about to call Sales out a little bit.
Sales not an EV owner. But the EV owners that I do know say it's great for city driving, going from point A to point B. Like, in other words, going to work and then going back home. That's
like
it.
Immediately, that's all you can do.
Right.
Nah,
there's no hanging out. There's no third destination. No, you're not stopping at the corner store going to get groceries, kid.
You can't go get the Wooly at the corner store. You gotta go straight home.
You gotta go home, son. I will say this though. That's the thing. If you can drive an EV and you're happy with it, I feel like you're not necessarily a car guy. Because there's other things that go with driving, or car girl.
Oh, woman.
Female. How about we gonna be just car lover, right?
Car lover,
there we
good
go.
one. Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really say you are, and this is what moves you. Because there's other things that, like, listen, my Infiniti M35 X all-wheel drive, Grace. She's auto. They didn't make a manual version of that. I could have a manual version by getting a 350Z transmission, disconnecting the
whole
front
line of science and math,
right? But why would I do that? Because, you know, at the end of the day, I just enjoy driving a car, and it's not that it's manual that I enjoy driving it. I enjoy driving it because of the other things, the way the car makes me feel, the sound, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's more to it than them just trying to preach horsepower and stuff.
Yeah, and performance. Like, I'm trying to tell people it's deeper than that.
Like, oh, well, I can make my car go up. I can make my EV car go up this mountain fast. Well, continue doing that, fam, because we're not in the same bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Good luck with that.
100%.
So I just don't think that they really, you know, they're not really a driver's car.
Nah, son, it can't be. It can't be.
They're not a driver's car.
I don't care how many speakers you attach to it to make it sound like whatever it is it's trying to sound like. Nah, B.
Like, this is just not the move. I mean, good luck to you if that's your thing.
That's a fact.
But I will say, for me,
keep the change, you filthy animal.
Just got to put it out there, man. So, with 2 minutes left, we got 2 minutes left in the show. But y'all know that we gonna stay on for a little bit of time, and we're gonna go ahead. We bringing up my man BP. We bringing up the engineer right there. That's your mic. That's your mic. That's your mic right over there, man.
Let's go, kid.
Yeah, he just want to say something real quick. What you got to say, man?
And don't forget, when you hear EV, try not to throw up.
Oh man, he said try not to puke.
That's cold. Let's go. Let's go.
Learn. The kid is learning.
Let's go.
But with that being said, like I said, we got 2 minutes in the show, but y'all already know that the show is going to continue on. If you're listening to us on air, we want you to continue on over to our Facebook page if you can, because we're going to finish off the show strong. We don't mean to go too far, but at the end of the day, man, we just have so much we want to talk about, so little time to talk about it in. We're going to make sure that we get everything done. But for us right now, you know we going into, right?
Let's go.
Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
His Legend of Auto today is a super. What you got for us today?
Stupid. Let's go, man. So what I got for you, I think it's pretty interesting. It's a legend that we never got, that we should have got.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It was formed in a concept from Jaguar. This is supposed to be the world's most renowned Jaguar sports car ever, the CX-75.
Yes.
It was created, or, you know, they did the concept version to celebrate, you know, Jaguar's 75th year of, you know, Jaguar being around. And if you ask me, at a point in time, Jaguar was pretty crazy with their cars. They was really coming out with machines. Real live machines. And this one in particular was a 2010 model. It was supposed to compete with the likes of the LaFerrari, you know, the Bugatti and all these crazinesses, right?
Beautiful car, by the way.
It is. It's actually ridiculous.
Oh, my
Carbon fiber body. Over the top, son.
Ugh.
2 diesel turbines on it, right? Hybrid. It was crazy because it also was going to run hybrid engineering on it too.
Yes.
Yeah, I go from it all together. Joints point out like about 895 horsepower. It was a serious car, huh? It was serious from again the type of engineering they had behind it, man. I'm just blown away about it because with this they was gonna raise the bar, son.
Yes.
They was gonna raise the bar with this one right here.
It looks like the LFA almost.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. What kills me the most is like the carbon fiber bodies, huh?
Yeah, like you get into an accident with that, it's over. It's gone.
Yo, do you even want to drop something like this?
Do I? You said, do I want to drop something like this? Daily?
Yeah.
Do fat kids love cake?
Yes.
Of course I try that every day.
I'm telling you, man, not for nothing, man. The 0 to 60s under 3 seconds. Like, it was supposed to really be Jaguars. I guess re-interest into the whole performance world for real.
Yes.
Because I think they should have did this one, because what else after 2010 that they really had that was really about it? Nothing, son. This was supposed to be that legend that we did not get, son.
The only other car I could think about that they did not come out, or not that they came out with, but that we rarely seen that I think was something to behold.
Yeah.
Was the XJ220.
Yeah, that one was crazy. That was early 2000 miles.
Oh, that's one.
That wasn't going in 60 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, that won't see at that time that was crazy, and this was supposed to be, I guess, the re-entrance back into it. So
yes,
this one right here, B.
Yes. But with that being said, there we.
Legends of Auto.
Let's go, y'all.
Legends never die.
Oh man,
I'm actually a big Jaguar fan on the low too, though. So I ain't gonna hold you.
I just like the fact they call it Jaguar. Like,
yeah, I think that's
real
tough.
reckless.
It's pretty tough. So.
You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, you know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here. That right there was a great legend in his own right. And you know what, man? A lot of times, you know, I know I say this all the time, but we gotta post these pictures because this thing is beautiful.
Son,
I mean, like,
it's craziness, huh?
They got a blue one.
I'm telling you, son, it's very exotic looking. I'm telling you, man, this is supposed to compete with the likes of the LaFerrari. You know, Jaguar never was putting anything out that can compete with cars like that.
They never really bothered.
They didn't, but this is supposed to be them bothering though. This wasn't like, let's dive into it now.
Yeah.
Because it had the cutting edge technology on it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying it was getting into the whole hybrid with the turbo and all that craziness. It was getting into all that.
Yes.
This was it, son.
It's a beautiful car.
So what happened was, the reason why they didn't carry on with it is because the chief engineer or the president of it at the time, they figured they was having a hard time trying to compact either making it a V8 or V12. Mind you, they had a whole concept built for it already.
I said, what are we talking about?
They just didn't go through with it.
Go with the 8, clown.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a bit of confusion, so they just scrapped the whole thing and just left it alone, which is pretty silly.
Some Jaguars do have power, Miller. But with great power comes great responsibility.
That's a fact. So if you got a Supra, you know you gotta be cool. You gotta be cool, because next thing you know, you up against a guardrail because it's just too much. But now if you got an NSX, you making about 220. You can't really hurt yourself in that. And if you got a GTR and safety, you're good.
Listen,
you don't got to be a driver to be in a GTR. You good.
Did we really start him here, y'all? Please, can we just get through this? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Let's go, y'all. Rally Radio, baby.
With that being said,
yeah,
we've reached a new segment here. Well, not new segment, but our regular segment. You know what that is, right?
What's that?
Mods, the newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
All right. For those that like to fly drones.
Yeah.
I actually brought my drone today because I wanted to shout to Millie to turn his mic off. That's right. I wanted to fly my drone today. Just I want to give it a test run every now and again. But in the midst of me looking at drones, I came across a setup of from DJI, and I'm gonna tell you, this thing is great. It's called the DJI Avata Fly Smart Combo. Now it is $1,168.
Yep.
Right. This is the newest drone out. It has a 4K camera on it. But it also comes with DJI goggles.
Damn.
Now, when you put these goggles on, now it's like you're on the drone. And it's like instead of seeing it through your phone, you're seeing it real time in front of your face.
Damn.
And they give you one controller, like a F15 or F35 Lightning controller,
like a little joystick.
Like a little joystick, and you just control it through there.
Damn.
Wow. Made me want one, so I said, you know what? Maybe everybody's want one too. If you're in the drones, check them out. It's called the DJI Avata Fly Smart Combo.
Mods, the newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
Yeah, I have never seen anything like this ever. If you get a chance, check it out. I was blown away. I was like, wow. It's like it puts you in the cockpit of a plane. And they're using the virtual reality glasses, or not, they're not virtual reality. Let me not say that, because it is real. It's what you're seeing out the camera, but it's like you're in the cockpit of the drone.
That's hot.
Can't beat that. That is
like you're actually flying over.
Right.
Almost.
Now imagine how better you would fly it if you're looking in your everything versus looking at a screen. You gotta be nasty with that. So
that's true.
Y'all know where we at. Y'all know we done came to the end of the show. So you know there's one more segment that we love to drop here. You know what that is?
What's that?
It's the Understeer.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
Our Understeer today is gonna go to Chevy.
Damn.
So Chevy has a new way of selling their Z06s, as if they need to do this, because the markups are ridiculous. The cars are falling apart after 1,000 miles. There's been a couple YouTubers who've driven this car hard only to go into their driveway the next day and see a pool of transmission fluid on the floor. And we're going to get into that next week. But it looks like what they're doing is they're telling the sellers to compare it to the Ferrari F8 Tributo.
Damn.
So they can sell them. They're saying that the Z06 has the best NA mode ever made. That is up for up for debate.
That's a fact.
We're not gonna sit here and say it's the greatest ever.
Is it flat plane crank in that one?
Plane crank though.
Okay.
Definitely went. They definitely took Ferrari's motor, broke it apart, and saw what made it good, and put it inside this this LS.
It's not push rod no more.
No. But you got to look at it and say to yourself. So now they're selling this like that. They're like, oh, you know what? We want you to tell the people that it's better than the Ferrari.
Damn.
It's the Understeer.
Stop. Stop it. Stop it. First off, if you got to use the Ferrari to sell your car as a benchmark, that's a problem. One, because I doubt that we have the same argument on the track. Damn. Very easy to say. Damn. Not easy to do. But they get the understeer because of the simple fact that this is supposed to be the best sports car that you've ever built, and you're still trying to compare it to another brand. The nerve of you. And you know that brand has been holding that unicorn spot for a long time, and it's going to be those that be there forever. So with that being said, Chevy,
it's the Understeer.
Come on down.
What up?
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
On top of that, they also get the understeer for wanting to turn the Corvette into a brand.
It's the Understeer.
What up?
I got to give it to him twice. But with that being said, we've reached the end of the show. Shout to everybody that's listening. Shout to everybody paying attention. You know how we get down. It's the bearded one here.
It's our Sean, baby.
You know how it is, man. We here with our exhaust notes now. Now, we're going to get into the real work. You already know what this is.
Yeah.
January 7th. January 7th. Now, today is January 17th.
No, December 17th.
December 17th. Excuse me, my fault. So that's going to give you a little bit of time. We're trying to give you a little bit of time for the holiday. We may even push it to what do you think? The 7th or the 14th? More time or less time?
I mean, I do like to beat people in a fairly good frame. You know what I'm saying? Good time frame.
So look,
make people lose, but 14th don't sound too bad.
So listen, we're gonna go with the 14th because everybody's gonna be reeling from these holidays. If you got cash after the holidays, you the man.
Yeah, it's a fact.
But December 14th,
January.
Oh, January 14th, we going to the track. Y'all gotta excuse me, man.
Probably think about the Super. Got them messed up. I hear that. So I know, kid.
January 14th, we will be making our way to Supercharge.
Let's go.
Now, don't forget to bring your money.
Mm-hmm.
There will be a trophy
Mm-hmm.
for Gutter Ball Rally's fastest time.
Ooh.
And I'm talking real trophy. I ain't talking, there will be a trophy,
Mm-hmm.
and there will be bragging rights,
Mm-hmm.
and there will be money on the line. And money, what do you mean by that bid and one? What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning,
yeah,
that whoever wins, whoever has the best track time, the best track time, all fees paid for on this race.
It's not bad.
All fees paid for that race.
That's not bad.
So if what I mean by that, just to make sure we clear, I don't mean we're gonna pay for your whole
experience,
trip. But whatever run that you made that was the best run, that one is on Gutter Ball Rally.
It's not bad.
We are going to pay for that. So in other words, if you have a time of 17.68 of a second, and nobody else is coming close to that, you're getting reimbursed for that run. And you're getting a victory run, meaning you're getting a run all to yourself that we're going to pay for. So we're going to pay for that one, and then we're going to pay for your victory run.
Oh, that's smooth right there.
So we paying for 2 races, y'all. We paying for the one that you win with, and then we paying for the one that says you the champ. We are
smooth.
I just want to let y'all know that I'm a win.
Oh, snap. I hear that, son.
So let's keep that in mind, man. January 14th.
Let's go.
Get your GoPros, get your money, get your helmet, and show up ready to race because we are taking ourselves to Supercharge.
Let's go.
January 14th. We're going to meet at the headquarters. We're going to meet here at the station.
Yeah.
January 14th, 2 p.m. Outside the station because we're leaving straight from here.
Yeah, let's go.
And we're going to go out there and we're going to battle.
That's it, huh?
So if you like the go-kart race, if you like the race in general, there won't. So for us, it won't be no cost of entry. What we're going to do is we're going to go. We're already negotiating with Supercharger's owners.
Factory.
That we're going to get like a little bit of a discount because we got to come with a lot of people. So we're just gonna hope we're gonna get the discount off when we pay for the tickets. Won't be no cost of entry. We just want you to show up. This is our first one. We've never done this. This is gonna be fun. Supercharge just opened. I don't want nobody going to Supercharge in Jersey early trying to learn the track.
You know what some cats is gonna do because they can't stand the news.
Stop cheating.
Stop cheating.
But all we need, January 14th, Saturday, 2 p.m. here at the station. We're going to put it out in the group for those that want to meet here, those that want to come through. All you got to do is DM me. Let me know. I'll give you the address to the station so you can meet us here so we can leave from here. Like I said, trophy is involved. We paying for that winning race that has the best qualified time, the best time ever. And we also paying for your victory lap.
Fact. And it's gonna be bragging rights. It's gonna be losers.
There's gonna be some super bragging rights because there's a lot of people out here talking super. I'm a race
supercharged losers.
So just keep that in mind. It's the bearded one here.
That's our Sean, baby. Let's do it.
And we got my little guy BP over here.
The engineer. Let's go.
You know, he's engineering his first show. I think the cameras came out good. Step up over there and sit on down. And I want you to do something for me. I want you to tell me something I don't know. Sit on down. Let's go. Real quick, man. Come on, we on air. Let's go. What you got for me? Come on, man. Go ahead, man. You on camera.
BP. Let's go. You do. Come on.
All right. With that being said,
Do difference between African elephants and Asian elephants?
No. What's the difference?
African elephants have larger ears,
Mhm.
and Asian elephants have smaller ears.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's what it is. I did not know. Let's do it.
Let's go. We did not know that.
That was smooth.
So with that being said, man, it's the bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby.
And my man BP. And with that being said, if you ain't got no shout outs, I ain't got no shout outs. You already know what to do. We
are
drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to plane. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.